What is up, gamers, and welcome to another exciting edition of This Week in Madden Show 161. As you can see here, we've got ourselves a sub train behind us. In the top left-hand corner, behind Gibbs' heads here, is the caboose. Anyone that subscribes gets put in the caboose. 3x chances to win prizes. For others that are subscribers, you've got your name here on a popsicle stick. I see some of these guys in the chat. The normals like Moon FX, JO30, Jazz Fan, Captain Corey, all the regulars. You guys are going to get to pick your favorite player. I've got an assortment to choose from. We're going to add names to those as people go. But for JO, I know he's a Giants fan. I'm going to put him in the Odell Beckham
train
slot.
He's in the train?
JO's on that train.
Wow.
You may not be able to see down here, but in the bottom left-hand corner, we've got the conductor slot, Z Farles and S Gibbs. Mike's on a little bit of a delay. Let me check on that for you guys 1 second here.
Work on the mic. People all over the world. Coster no longer a sub.
Let's see if we go back to this channel. If it will work a little bit better. We got a lot of questions to get to in the mailbag. Let me know if this one is working any better. If not, we'll figure it out. Ad-Robs with 9. The Dark Confidant is on here.
Just subbed.
Everyone's on here. Delray 41. We've also got a new sub-train as well.
Yeah.
Along with our newest subs.
Who is that?
The Conductor Club are people that have been resubbed quite the same.
Is that Kevin from The Office? Kind of looks like Kevin from The Office.
I'm thinking that the mic could slightly be delayed due to small change in frame rate. We're trying to boost up the frame rate a little bit, so I'm going to have to think about that real quick. But we'll go right into game and try and figure that out. So let's think about that. We'll drop ourselves off real quick. And now you won't see our mouths, so that might help a little bit. But we'll jump in right there, and we'll work on that. All right, so first mailbag question of the night as we jump into it. Let's take a look. This one is coming in from Hope Dealer. He wants to know, do you have any tips on developing a consistent run game? So for Hope Dealer, tips on developing a consistent run game, what I would say about that is basically go from shotgun sets. You A, have to commit to the run game, but B, if you don't want to go like with an all-out attack, like Gibbs is an I-form type pair here, if you just want to sub in an extra tackle and sub in a tight end with great blocking, go to the shotgun, use quick passes, target the flats, and then once they go out to more of a pass coverage, run runs like inside zone from shotgun, where you can like get everything spread out on the defense. They're going to be in a pass rushing set. They might even pass commit. Then you'll be able to run up the middle pretty easily, and that's one of my favorite runs to attack up the middle.
Yeah, so where I'm going to tell you is the exact opposite, naturally.
All right.
I-form tight pair. You're going to find this in a lot of playbooks. If you don't find the tight pair, most playbooks have an I-form Pro. Most playbooks have an I-form Pro Twins. I just highly recommend one of these types of formations. You can even go strong twins, right? Strong pro twin, strong pro twin tight end, right? What I'm looking for when I'm looking for a true, pure rushing set is one of these formations. The foundation right now of a good running game this year is a toss. Tosses are very, very, very good in this year's game. So I'm looking for a toss where now I have my fullback kicking, my guard kicking. It's kind of the foundation of my game. The next thing I'm looking for in this set is a fullback dive. These I-form formations give me that fullback dive. I have a fullback dive. Absolutely love the fullback fake, halfback flip for certain situations. Now we take a look at some other running plays from the set. We have a counter weak. We also have an ISO and a zone weak. This formation is one of the most complete sets in the entire game with everything that you can do. So for me and for my money, when I'm looking at a playbook, I don't think there's a better formation in the game for I-form type pair. If you've been following us for for an extended period of time, you would know that this is where it all started. You go back, you rewind the clock, Madden 09. This is our bread and butter. I form tight pair, fullback dive, halfback toss, ISO, halfback slam. Not to mention that the PA Power O is typically the play action from this set. So what's great about that is you're able to streak that far right tight end, and you have a sail combination, right? A streak, a corner, and a flat. So just to show you kind of how effective these plays are, go into game real quick. What makes these tosses so effective this year is the pancakes. You get out in space. In that instance, we didn't get it, but you get out in space, and typically these pulling guards, pulling fullbacks, they just absolutely pancake bros.
The Giants line's not really going to cut it for you, but in MUT, I've noticed it more than ever. I've seen new trucking animations that I haven't really seen before, and I asked the other day, and they said, well, we didn't really even add anything. We just made sure that the blockers took a better path.
Right.
So last year what I saw was blockers would sometimes get outside and then they would cut back towards the middle because that's where the defenders were chasing them from. But this year they stay wide, and I've just seen dudes get destroyed out in space.
Right.
So impact block, once again, that's something that's going to factor in. But guys are getting out in space much, much better.
So here's a quick little pro tip for, we were talking about the PA Power O. If you look at this route combination, what does it look like? All these routes in this play, what does it look like to you?
Looks like a flood concept to
me. But
it looks like
think of your bread and
butter.
No, think of your bread and butter this year. Your favorite passing play.
Halfback wheel. You got a flat.
What's the far left route?
You've got a nice post.
Flat.
You've got a streak. Right? It's pretty nice.
So you have that kind of same type of concept built in to this running set as your play action quick audible, so that if you do want to pass the ball, you're able to effectively be able to get out and air the rock.
Definitely, definitely.
Maybe move over to the left a little bit?
Yeah.
What do you think?
So we got a full screen cam, as you can see, which is the camera only. Once again, the frame rate, we're going to refresh the chat here. The chat went down a little bit right there, but we're just trying to make sure that this is working for you guys. I know the mic might be a little bit hot. Gibbs is kind of talking much louder than I talk.
I just yell.
You got a big rogue boisterous, I would say. Yeah. But hopefully we're working on that for you. We do have an Xbox One copy for giveaway, and then once again we've got the new sub hype going on in the background. Everyone will get a popsicle stick. Best Dogs on Twitch is in the Conductors Club. I don't know what his favorite team is, but I'm gonna put him in Clinton Portis for now.
What does this mean, that he'd get Clinton Portis?
No, so he is in the Clinton Portis thing. At a certain point we'll do we will be doing a giveaway for subs, so we're going to give away the Xbox One copy. We'll generate a random number from 1 to 100. Anyone in the conductor caboose gets a chance. We'll pick a random person. And if any of these numbers hit and your popsicle stick is in these numbers, you would have a chance to win the game. If there's more than one person in the square, we get to pick between them.
Gotcha.
But from time to time, I'd like to give red paint. At the end of the month, I'd like to give like an Xbox Live gift card, stuff like that.
Gotcha. Cool.
So,
we got some more. We got some more.
Got some more sticks coming in. Biggs Mafia.
Look at all the subbers. Look at all the subbies.
And then we'll work on that.
New subs get colored sticks. Zob Mercer, Sky Toast, Fall Fish, Doc Holiday, Roblo, I Green Tree Frog, User Pick, Ebert, BU Tweezy, all the dudes. Superman, MPVA Holic, Aldog. Yep.
So that's what we got going on.
Yeah, you can sub now and be included, Shamaku.
Absolutely, absolutely, boys. Subtrain, we have literally conductor, and we're going to put you in the caboose. So that's how Subtrain works. Ad Robs, of course, you got a stick. Let me know if you want to be in. That's your fault. Of course, you have one. Let me know if you have a specific player you want to be in. Anyone with a star will have a stick. Mrs. Madden Tips is making them right now. All right. So that's the tip for the run game. Gibbs wants to go down into like a really aggressive formation. I'm going to say go from shotgun, but run with runs like inside zone when you have the numbers advantage in the box. I think people are really starting to bail out into those dime coverages that we've been showing, and so that's kind of the tip.
Don't sleep on these fullback dives, really. I mean, they're very, very effective.
We are going to talk about fullback dives in a few questions from now. Let's jump into the second question in the mailbag for right now. This one is another one from Hope Taylor. He wants to know how to get pressure on the quarterback. So I know Gibbs has given away the 3-4 bear pressure on Twim 160, which is also on youtube.com/cfarles. But do we have anything new we'd like to add for pressure this week? Or do you have anything that you've been using in general to bring some heat?
So pick a play and we'll restart here real quick.
Okay.
So in general, what I'm finding is if you want to generate pressure this year, it's a crash to the opposite, direction. So go to nickel 245, right there, yeah, and pick buck slant 3. Just do that for me for a second. And I'll come out in a shotgun spread. I'll go to...
I did not make a Tim Fugger train because I didn't know what number it was.
Zone post trail. Okay. So what I like to see here, first of all, don't do anything. Just click off. This is the #1 way you start testing plays, right? Okay. So snap of the ball and just kind of, you want to see what happens. So right there, you know that this is a pretty good play stock. It came in without doing anything. Like, you just called it, and it came in, right?
Yep.
Right there, it comes in again through the B gap. It's a little slower, but it just, so you know now this is a pretty good play. I'll snap it one more time here, right? Snap of the ball, and look at it's literally just coming in, right? So this is like the first rule of thumb is pick a blitz that you see that's stock, and then just run it and see what happens. Now you got to try and tinker with it to make it better. So the first step to make it better is base a line.
Okay.
We make our defense look entirely the same. Now show your defense. All right, you have a blitzing linebacker. Take him away. Put him in like a flat or whatever, right? So take him away. Now the next thing I want you to do here is to blitz or to crash your line to the right.
Crash my line, so LB and then right stick to the right.
Right, and now typically what I do is I try a little more depth, so I take that corner in the left slot. I slide him a little bit further out. One more notch right there. And the reason for that is I don't want him to run into the wide receiver. So so if he runs into the receiver, he does that contextual awareness thing and hits him, and then it gets slow. And so first of all, what I'm noticing, okay, right there, we'll take a look at what happened there, and what I would now do from there. So instant replay, real quick.
If you want to, we can let's see what happens there.
So take a look at the tackle. The tackle, we want the tackle to pay attention to that D end, right? But he's not because of his blitz angle, that the end or the outside linebacker. So what my head's now saying, okay, that blitz angle is not going to work for that pressure off that edge. So now I want the same setup. Here. Base a line, crash your line right.
Boom.
Now global blitz the left linebacker, and drop Davis into a zone. Slide out the left corner a little bit. Right there.
So the only thing that changed here is this blitzing route on the left side is crashed
straight down.
Different.
Right.
Gotcha.
So what I'm noticing in this year's game is exactly what you saw there. When you want to generate pressure, it needs to come from the edge. It needs to be from depth, and you need to crash the line. The line crash is always away. Now let's revisit years past, right? 4-3 over plus Madden 13. We crashed the line out. Remember that, right? You'd spread the line, spread the linebackers, crash the line out, and you'd blitz pressure off the edge. Remember that?
I do absolutely remember that.
Then, the next following year, okay, we crash our line down. Okay, crash the line down, that isolated the center, yada, yada, yada. Right now, in our past couple of years, again, it was kept crashing your line down and leaving the blitz angle stock. Now what I'm seeing this year is we want to crash the line away. And what I'm noticing is this D tackle on the inside, he gets a double team because of that away crash. You get double teams on both on the outside, and that leaves the pressure from the outside able to come in one-on-one. The guard tries to recover, tackle can't get there because of the speed of the blitz, right? So now you get the pressure off the edge. So
let's go through that setup one more time just so people understand. Once again, nickel 245, buck slant 3. Very common formation that you'll see. Once again, we're going to base a line, which is Y right in the D-pad. That just moves everybody to the same place. We are going to crash the line right, LB, right stick to the right. We're going to drop this defender into a flat. He is blitzing, but we don't really need him to come in. We're going to global blitz the backer on the left side of the screen, so RB, right stick to the left. You see his angle change over here? Mm-hmm. And then we just want to drag this guy out a little bit, kind of keep...
Solely because we don't want him to run into the receiver in the slot.
Okay.
That's the whole reason why. All right, so snap the ball. Now, this blitz is not going to come in every time because sometimes a tackle will recover. But the idea here is to show you that we get that one-on-one right there. See how the tackle recovered?
Yeah.
But it's still awkward.
Yeah.
So we can improve upon this by sending another blitzer, right? So let's do the same thing again. Let's first show instant replay so you can see what that looks like. So this is where the game's improved dramatically from years past, right? So take a look at this blitz. Right here, if you were to say in Madden, any other Madden, right there, when you saw that matchup, you're like, game's over,
Because
right?
he's beat, yeah.
He's beat. The tackle's already committed. It's not going to happen. Well, here's where the game's improved and become more realistic, right? The guard now, watch the guard, is double teaming on the nose. Now he slides away. He comes back in to try and pick up the inside pressure. The tackle slides out. So that's where you're seeing those four-man blitzes not necessarily work the same way you've had them work in the past, right? So how do we try and now get by that? Well, we want to try and send more players. We want to rush more defenders, right? So do the same setup you did again.
All right, let's do it.
Baseline. Crash right.
Crash to
Global blitz the left linebacker.
Global blitz left outside.
Now blitz that linebacker you're on right now and slide him a little bit to the left. A little bit to the left. Now slide screen out. So what we're trying to do now is try to one more extra blitzer so that that guard and the tackle can't slide out and get that outside pressure, right? So let's see what happens here. You can see, bang.
Was unable to slide out.
So if you're looking for the formula, okay, this is the formula. Now, we're going to allow you to find your own blitzes. But again, the formula is you crash the line away, you blitz from depth on the slot, and then you need to have an extra blitzer that's coming from depth at the linebacker position in order to be able to get that clean, free pressure, as you can see here. There's nowhere for this offensive line to make a play on that free pass rusher. He's literally, I mean, it's an overload. We're sending four guys off one edge, and we're going to win that matchup every time.
Every time.
Right? So there's the pressure. Now you can say, well, you're going to have guys open. The savvy player, when they're making adjustments here, is that you can set different zones up. So baseline, set it up, blitz that guy, right? Slide him out, blitz him, slide over screen. Now, okay, on the right side, go put a flat, put a purple, put man a guy up, do whatever you want. Use the safety, right? You can make different adjustments. You need to slide that linebacker a little bit to the left, the middle linebacker. A little bit to the left so that he doesn't go after the center.
We want to have him target.
Right, so there's the pressure comes off the edge, clean. You have the different areas to defend, but this is how now you're starting to form that type of pressure. And this is universal. This is anything. I mean, you could call cover 2 from here and set the same style up. Blitz a slot, anything.
Right.
So that's how you blitz.
Absolutely. Once again, guys, trying to get you a little more information if you want to go zoom that camera out real quick, just so you're a little more in the shot. Very slightly. Just barely, I would say. So
type 1 in the chat. That was a good tip.
Great tip right there. That's Madden 101, guys. That's what we're here to explore on This Week in Madden. It's more of a show about really going in depth and giving you guys the tools to get better. I know a lot of you guys watch this the next day on youtube.com/zfarrell. So if you're watching this on YouTube, would appreciate a shout out in the comments if this is helping you out.
Can I put one in?
Philly Chew, slide one in.
Can I put a Philly Chew? You know who I'm putting them in?
He's got to be somebody from Philly.
Philly Chew?
He's got to be somebody from Philly.
Michael Kendricks, baby.
All right, Philly Chew is in Michael Kendricks. The fans like that tip right there. And that's a good one. So we'll start to give you more pressures. Once again, we gave you an actual setup last two Wednesdays ago on Twin 160, and you can go catch that from 3-4 Bear. We talked a little bit about how blitzing against play action is a little bit better. If you're here watching this show, you're not just committed to getting a little bit better. Dark Confident, everybody that sub will get on there. Everyone has a stick, so don't worry, and we'll be working on that. All right.
Can we try one other thing with this blitz real quick? I just want to see. I think it can work. Set it up again. So blitz, baseline, crash right.
Wrong button.
Baseline. Guys, you always got to try and get greedy, okay? You always got to try and get greedy. Now take the right linebacker, blitz him. Now slide him right backer.
This guy.
Yeah, global blitz him and blitz him. Slide him out wide. You always got to try and get greedy, right? I'm thinking if we can get enough of a double team on that right edge, he'll come in off that edge, and you could get double pressure. He almost wanted to. I think it could potentially be a ratings thing. It could be you need to slide them out further, but there's potential there that you could get him to come in.
Indeed.
So that would be 6-2 free.
That's what you need to have better pressures in the game this year. We'll have you go one more time. Just slide the camera slightly, just like
to the left.
You don't have to zoom it. Yeah, just turn it like barely any. All right, we're going to take a look at the next question in the mailbag while that happens. That, once again, that was talking about how to get pressure. This is another great question coming in from Green Tree Frog. How do you stop the halfback quick toss this season? So we'll run over some challenges to slow down the halfback toss in the game this season. 2
different ways, I would say. You want to give me the paddle? Unless you have something specifically labbed. I've labbed it.
All right.
All right, so one thing that I would tell you to do is completely taunt them and make them run up the middle. That's tip number 1. Okay, so call the toss. So in this instance, when I say make them run up the middle, I'm saying base a line, get a guy out wide, and say, you run up the middle on me. Because the tosses are so effective this year. So what I like to do is, right now I'm in the big dime 1-4-6. I base a line and pressed. So that the baseline forces over my defenders out wide. And then that instance, now call the toss. I'm going to scrape. I'm going to get out there and I'm going to scrape. I'm going to scrape, I'm going to scrape, I'm going to scrape, I'm going to scrape. And having that extra wide defender helps funnel that run back inside. And what's really difficult about these tosses this year is to cut it back inside. It's very easy to get outside, but it's very difficult to cut it back inside. So if you can keep containment, get out wide, get out wide, get out wide, and as you can see, I'm having no problem stopping.
I think the user defender is enormous in this game because in years past, I would even say on a toss, you almost wanted to eat 1 or 2 blockers and let your defender make the play. But this year, you just want to get wide because, like you said, it's pretty hard to cut back inside with your back, like from that angle. See right there, I was about to take the pitter-patter steps.
Right.
I would not show blitz because that's going to make a bare front in the middle, and that's going to put 3 defenders generally inside, depending on the formation.
So do this for me.
And that's kind of a bad idea.
Just pretend that like you can't get outside. Try to cut it back inside.
Okay.
It's very difficult. It's very like your momentum does not want you to go that way.
Right.
So that's why I say it's all like make them destroy you on the inside. Like obviously you have to adjust during the game, but like give them the inside run here. Like say like I'm showing you the inside run.
If it's like 3rd and 6, like I would consider it and just like, but every now and then you're gonna get a block shit. You're gonna get Mrs. Madden Bible dropping in, fighting Lou Ferrigno's popsicle stick. Let's take a real quick look at the popsicle sticks that we have right now.
Still,
LT
Two
Fjord,
Cousins Gaming,
Fast Hope,
Brady Wyatt Jr.,
D Stew, Hold Fast Hope. Where do you want to go in your popsicle stick?
A-Cap Fox. Hold Fast Hope. Isn't he a Giants fan?
No,
I dropped my paddle. You get my paddle.
We got popsicle sticks to get on there.
We got to put them all everywhere.
All right.
Take the paddle.
We'll go back here once again, guys. We are giving away an Xbox One copy of Madden tonight. So I really want to do it on my Instagram. Just post the code on my Instagram, but also really want to do a subscriber giveaway here with the new sub train. So we'll figure that out as we go along. But he's an Eagles fan, so he can have a DeMarco Murray. Ad Robs is a DeMarco Murray. You gotta find your popsicle stick.
Taking my shoes off. Sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. All right, here we go.
All right, so that's tip. No, first tip is base line style defense. It feels awkward. The other thing is you need to recognize that like now you're really open to like a quick slant to the tight end, or you're open, like if you were to run a passing play here and you're going against a savvy opponent, like call to a passing play real quick and just drag the tight end or slant the tight end, like I'm in trouble if I'm not ready to defend that, because look how far away that receiver is. Like, so you're in trouble. So you need to recognize that. That's a big weakness that you can call upon there. The next thing I would say is any type of like blitz from the slot does a really good job at eating up one of those first blockers that it gets wide. So let's take a look. What do we have here? Let's go with like a 4-3, and I'll just say cover 3 sky press, right? So that's the first play we'll go with. You're gonna go to that I form or whatever, strong close.
Strong pro twins is what I prefer.
All right, so that's the toss. So say we had this defense set up. The play I'm actually calling upon here is 46 normal. Zone blitz is the play I'm thinking, right? And that play has one of the linebackers blitzing here, and another linebacker kind of like blitzing from here like this. And that type of pressure in that situation, now run the toss here. See how he gets into see how he takes up one of those blockers, doesn't let them kick?
Yes.
That blitz prevents the pressure upfield, and you're now setting the kind of the pace for the play, rather than that tackle getting upfield and kicking and getting to that deep corner. So because now you're seeing that blitzer eat up that first blocker there, now like he doesn't even kind of win that battle. Now that kind of makes things awkward as it frees up the outside corner to come down and make a play. Whereas if I were to just call the same play again, kind of cover 3, let's do the same thing here. Move him here. Move the free safety there, or the linebacker there. Now run the play again. See how like it gives you extra time now, and the corner gets absolutely baptized off the edge.
Right.
That's the problem. So what you want to kind of do is if you can get pressure from depth. It's all about depth apparently, right? So depth, right about there. Let's see the difference again. Hopefully the corner gets kind of freed up. Blitzing corner comes in, and see how now the corner coming down has a free angle to attack the ball carrier.
Henry Hynoski, you are worth 75,000 coins, and you couldn't make that block. What is up with that, bro? What is up with that?
Right. Well, the thing to notice here is, watch, if I were to just blitz this linebacker right there, pace, if I blitzed him there and didn't move him, now snap the ball. I don't think I'm going to get the desired results. See how now the tackle gets out, gets the corner, and destroys him, right?
We just solved the halfback toss crisis, and we just got 2 new subscribers, which we got to put on popsicle sticks. You write one, I'll write one. We got J-Dog Leach coming in, and we've got D. Shiara is what he likes to be referred to as. He's the guy that hooked me up with a Michael Kendricks and another ridiculous defender for my squad. Ciara, who do you want? He has probably the best MUT team I've seen thus far. You want to write J-Dog Leach? J-D-A-W-G.
J-Dog Leach.
Leach. They're going to go in the caboose.
Wait, don't move it. I want to...
Oh, J-Dog Leach right here.
J-Dog Leach. All right, they're in the caboose.
They're in the caboose.
Let's put them in.
Let's drop them in right here.
Yep.
We've got a conductor down here. Z-Farl's in the sub-train, conductor club. And then we've got the caboose.
Oh.
Caboose changes every show, but you've got 3x chance to win whatever the giveaway is that week.
That's not bad.
While in the caboose.
That's not bad.
Using random.org. I've
not
got a
bad.
whole plan. Henley125 just sub. One more popsicle stick. We'll make sure we get this all squared up.
Where is he? Henley125.
Sub-train.
People all over the world. Wait, hold on. Let me do this first. 125.
Put him in the caboose. Put him
You're
in
the caboose, kid. You're in the caboose, kid.
All right, we'll get back. YouTube guys are like, "What is happening right now?" But they're missing out.
Are we recording this?
It'll go on there.
All right. So first of all, let's now show this tip because we kind of showed it in theory.
Okay.
So how does it work? How is it actually going to work?
Okay.
The way it's going to work is you need to be very quick on the sticks. Like you need to go down to a set like. Needs to be a 4-3, needs to be a 3-4. You need to have a kind of like a base coverage style defense and say, okay, I know what I need to do is baseline, get that defense set up, slide my linebacker out wide, make sure I globally blitz him, and then get ready. Like that's what needs to be the
setup. That's the best you can do. That's 2 things. Baseline is so simple.
Get that corner in. Like that's
pretty easy, and then get
eats them up.
Three things. Baseline so that your corners go out wide no matter what you're facing. 2, blitz a guy and put him out wide so that he attacks the pulling guards, who are the reason that this play is very good. And then 3, just get wide at the snap. Just get wide at the snap. And that's really the 3 things you can do to like limit the effectiveness of these plays.
There it is.
All right, here we go. Let's jump back into the mailbag right now. We've got another.
Should we do the song? Can we do the song for Pick City Player? He just subbed. We missed him. Wait. Let me write his name. Write his name. Pick City Player.
Pick City Player. Get him on the. Let's get him on.
Player.
The caboose.
All right, get him in the caboose, and now let's do it. Let's do the song for the fans at home. People all over the world, join hands, start a sub train. People all over the world, join hands. You gotta do your part.
We got a conductor. We got a caboose. We got a conductor. We got a caboose.
All right, now let's get back to the tips.
All right, mailbag again right here.
Great question in the chat. These are for some new people. We got a lot of great supporters in the chat that are helping us here, but Global Blitz, Farls, tell me what it is. Fat Lightning, I'll do that for you. Team Fat, let's go.
Well, you get Fat Lightning in there. What we're going to do is talk real quick about Global Blitz. So let me go into game
Super
right
important
here.
Tip.
Very important. This is part of learning
Fat
the
Lightning,
buttons.
you're going in, kid.
So when you're on defense, if you are trying to blitz a linebacker, S. Gibbs is going to click onto the safety. So S. Gibbs is on a safety right now, right? He's on Gilchrist. But do you see the right outside linebacker on the right side of the screen?
Move him over here.
So even though Gibbs is not controlling them, he can press RB and then flick the right stick outside to the right. That will blitz his linebacker on the right side of the screen. He can press RB, flick the right stick up, zone out all his linebackers. He can flick the right stick down, blitz all his linebackers. Not great for a formation like 2-4-5 where you have 4 linebackers, then you're going to have 4 guys blitzing, but effective when you have maybe a nickel set with only 2 linebackers and you want to blitz one or blitz the other. Every formation global is a little bit different, but it's one of the fastest ways to get your setups in, and it's something you need to practice and have at your command, because it helps you get everything set up faster. People always say, you can't set all that stuff up.
Correct.
Well, you can if you
7 seconds.
blitz, because you do have 7 seconds to get things in line. Okay, here we go. Back to the tips real quick. Quick question from McGriffle. What was in the patch today? I'll run you down what I've got. I've also got Steven the Beast with a link to the official patch notes in the chat. So if you, I'll put it in the description as well for the YouTube crowd. Generally, you're going to see the encroachment glitch. Guys would sometimes go off sides. That should be taken care of. There was some CFM fixes, I think, with regression and something with draft classes and confidence in game, so check that. A couple Ultimate Team things, but make sure to check the patch notes. Steven the Beast has just dropped it in the chat. Let us know your feedback. Once again, you can always tweet me at Madden Bible with your feedback, things you want to see. I'm sure they'll do more, so don't worry if your thing didn't get in there, but that was what was going on today. Let's get back into the mailbag.
A lot of sticks here.
A lot of sticks.
Are you putting them all in there at some point?
Oh, yeah.
Dang.
All right. Mailbag question coming in from Big Slow. This question is, what is the newest video in the Brain Trust? So once again, subscribers get access to a Facebook group called the Brain Trust. This week, we had M-Stack come through with a 17-minute video on beating man-to-man coverage, specifically using the Vikings playbook and the play Shakes, one of our favorites. If you're having trouble getting off the press coverage, this play has a lot of unbumpable routes. People in the chat, you can let us know if you liked it. For new subscribers, that email will go out to get into the Brain Trust and then also to see that video from time to time. So make sure to stay tuned to your subscriber inbox. I'll probably send that out tomorrow at some point for new subs. But that was a nice treat from M-Stack, who's been in the community now for a couple years and has a great Madden mind to share. Next question in the mailbag is from MX Hammer. How do you learn to user cover? So this one's pretty important because most people struggle to user cover. I would say the biggest lesson for this year, what you can do, come out in man-to-man coverage.
Okay.
Control. Come out in a 3-down line, I would argue.
You gotta careful with your words here how you describe it, because it's a super specific style formation.
Okay, so you can either choose the $3-2-6, you can choose the big dime 1-4-6, you can choose quarters, but you want to call the play cover 2 man. And this is important because I think what a lot of people do is they come out in a formation like, say, nickel 2-4-5. They come out in cover 3 sky. They say, you know what, I'm going to user control this year. I'm going to play the run. I'm going to get up in the face of the opponent, and I'm going to make plays. So they take Calvin Pryor, they run down in the run game, and then Ruben Randall or Larry Donnell hits them for a streak, touchdown, and then they never want to user control again. So to limit that behavior from happening, what you'll see is you're going to have the most success if you're going to play cover 3 with a linebacker, and then you want to match up with the weak side of the formation or cover the tight end, right? So I would either control a flat zone or the hook zone. Generally the hook zone, because no matter what you do, you're only going to get beat for like a 10-yard gain, even if you screw up, right? Mm-hmm. I'm always looking for tight end corner, tight end streak. Always looking for tight end corner, tight end streak. And I'm just going to drop. Strafe with L trigger, try and keep my feet moving, and hold down the interception button when the pass is thrown. But generally, especially against play action, always looking for that tight end corner. If you're going to play 2-man, what I like to do is, if it's not a 3-down set, I would never want to cover the tight end in man-to-man coverage. I think that's a bad idea. I would maybe take this guy who's not technically doing anything and put him in a hook zone and then cover, once again, the tight end corner, the tight end streak. any other routes coming over the middle, things like that. But what I really would say is man-to-man coverage. You're going to use your control the player on the halfback. So here the halfback's going to run a route, and we are going to, at the snap, hold down LB. So right at the snap, I'm holding LB. And look, I'm not even using the left stick. You can't see my fingers, but right there, all I did was hold down LB. So do it one more time here, just so they can see me. Look, this is me not... Actually, I'm in zone, so let me audible. Okay, I'm covering the halfback. At the snap, I hold LB. I'm not touching the left stick. Defensive assist is what that button is. So if you ever get lost and you're out there usering, that will take you to your proper assignment. Now, what good players do is now the halfback's going to block. And we are supposed to cover the halfback, but since he's blocking, what we're going to do is drop over the middle and look for Ruben Randall either on a slant, or look for Larry Donnell on a slant, or look for, Larry Donnell on a corner. We're going to do one of many different things, but that is easily the best thing you could probably do is cover the halfback or be the free guy if you're in a 3-down line like we showed a little bit earlier. So
great tips there. I'm going to add 2 additional tips as well. When you are using any player, your thought process always kind of needs to be cover deep and then rally short. So kind of what that means as far as just say for example, go to cover 3 again, right? So what we always say is to become the best Madden player ever, you need to be a little bit riskier in kind of the decisions that you make. Now, one of the most risky decisions you can make is if you use an outside corner to the left,
yes.
Right? Because the reason we say that is, say you're using Cromartie there, and now you bite to jump that route on Randall, like your risk reward is terrible because now if you make a mistake, it's a touchdown, right?
Right.
So that's kind of tip number 1. So tip number 2 there is, okay, how can you reduce your risk but still kind of maximize your results? Well, the next thing you could do is kind of avoid those outside corners. Maybe you want to use the deep safety in this situation. But if you use the deep safety, you need to have the mindset of, I'm going to protect everything deep first.
Right.
If there's nothing deep, then I will then go and cover short. So in this play now, let's see, it follows. Does he recognize anything deep? Is anything deep? Is anything deep? No, he comes in, and now he gets a sack fumble, right? And that's because he saw there was no vertical routes over the middle of the field. He could then collapse and jump on a different route. Now, the next step would be to take a look at, if you don't feel comfortable using a deep zone, because it takes kind of a big time skill.
I don't like it except against certain plays and certain formations. Generally, I used to really like to do it.
Yeah.
But I think this year, it's not the move. I think the move is more of a linebacker this season.
In a hook or a flat.
In a hook or flat, or flats are especially important because they drop so deep that if say it's 3rd and 2, right, and you're going to throw to Jennings. Mm-hmm. A flat, I think Jennings will get the flat here because look how deep this flat zone drops. That's
right.
The user. So if I know on 3rd and 2 you're going to there, and you know I'm in a flat, right?
Right.
We're going to break down and go for the tackle.
Right.
So that's one reason I really like playing the flat this year, or I would maybe man up him on the halfback so that he'll drop down and play.
Right.
But that's totally up to you.
Now, my next and last tip for using a defender. This is going to require a little bit of math on your side, or a little bit of kind of reading the play before that play happens. Look to which side of the field has more offensive weapons or offensive players, and you want to use a defender that's on the opposite side of that. So let's say, for example, okay, let's look at this formation. Farrell's count. Where are the offensive threats? Where are they?
So this is a pretty balanced formation. However, you have an extra guy on the right side because that's where the halfback is. So you've got 3 weapons on the right, only 2 weapons on the left.
Right. So now the reason I say that you want to then say, okay, I'm going to use a defender that's on the left side of the center is because you only need 2 defenders to defend those 2 options on the left side. You need at least 3 defenders to defend the routes on the right side, potentially, any type of combination, because there's 3 defenders there. Now, yes, if you get into semantics here, you can say, well, receivers run crossing patterns, blah, 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 blah.
Let's go to
the whole point is you want to get the numbers advantage. And the way you can get the numbers advantage is by reading where the offensive players are and then going from there.
Give me an even more like drastic formation here. So let's run into a quick formation where we would user a little bit differently, just because that's kind of the next more advanced lesson of user control. So if we, like gun trips halfback weak, say we want to go with cover 3 sky against it. Once again, this guy's blitzing. Say we don't want that. We would maybe man him up against RB. And then rather than play the flat over here, because we just don't really know that many routes that Beckham could possibly run that are going to attack where this flat is, we would try and cheat a little bit and keep him here so that we could watch the 4 verticals route to Randall.
Right.
If Jennings runs out, maybe we run out. But we're not so far. But we want to give more of an illusion that the middle of the field is covered, because our 3 receivers, aside from the play flood, where Randall would be on a flat, they're generally like PA crossers. Like, how many times have you seen PA crossers from like a formation like this where there's trips?
Their route,
you know what I mean?
Their routes by design, based purely on space, their routes aren't going to be designed to go from the right to the right. Like, is Cruz going to run a corner route? No. He's probably going to run a vertical or a post or drag. Right. Harris potentially could run a corner, maybe a flat, maybe a vertical. Randall could run a combination of posts, slants, drags, zigs. He could run a corner. He could run a streak. So Randall could run a combination of things. But on the left side, you look at those routes and you got to say, there's only one guy on that side of the field that could hurt me in the flat, and that's Jennings. Because if Beckham runs a quick little like smoke screen, that corner is still going to come down and collapse on him and make a play, and it'll be a gain of 3 to 4 yards, and you're going to live with that because you're going to make a bigger play by using that flat and getting the numbers advantage on those other route combinations. So this is where we're kind of getting it more into advanced usering. You need to kind of learn the formation, and when we say learn the formation, just be smart. Football is numbers. You want the numbers advantage. Why would you put the flat to the left? Put the flat to the left. Like, why would you leave him over there to defend technically one receiver?
Basically, the running back going to the flat is all you're going to defend. In the flat zone, is not even really going to defend it because he drops back too far anyway. So you'd have to man him up. Now you've done this.
Right.
Now your whole thing is kind of messed up. Like,
now you have to use your Harris, and what if you take him away? What if they run a flat there?
Right.
You're right.
So generally, you got to kind of think of like where the strengths of this formation are. You'll start to get more comfortable reading what certain formations bring to the table.
Go back to cover 3. Can you coverage audible down? Play underneath.
Yes.
All right. So play underneath. The reason I'm saying that, I'm Stevie J said I wish that flat zones played underneath. So I know he's an advanced player.
Right.
But this is for someone that might kind of not understand what he's saying there.
So all I push is...
Well, by design, the flat zone is going to drift.
Right.
Right?
Because...
But you can make him play underneath and play flat.
Y, right stick down, shade underneath, he'll drop and actually play the halfback in the flat. He got a little bit distracted by X there, good throw, but 7 out of 10 times he'll make a play. He'll also tackle him after about 2 yards. The other thing you can do is, if you don't want... just do that.
Yeah, but just go back to the flat there real quick and play underneath. Because when you play underneath, he will stay underneath. Like, he's going to stay underneath here. Like, and if you throw that route, like, he's going to make a play on that.
Make a play.
You don't want to throw that ball there. It's the same thing. You can play over the top coverage, etc. But
yeah. Once again, guys, subscribing does cost, but following the channel is free. Once again, hundreds of hours of free content on youtube.com/cfarls. All this stuff you're watching right now, totally free. Once again, I'll say it. Our free stuff is going to be as good as any of the paid stuff you find out there. Don't feel like you have to subscribe. I'd honestly prefer if you didn't. The Facebook group and stuff, it's really only for the hardcore guys out there that really want to improve. If you're just looking for some general tips, all this free stuff is going to be fantastic for you. Once again, please, please, please don't subscribe to the channel. Totally cool with it. We're just having some fun here, so don't take it personal. Especially the YouTube guys. Love you guys watching, coming in, joining the party for free. All the guys that come live, once again, you guys are the community. You guys are the reason that S. Gibbs is here on a long day for him. And you're the reason that we're doing these tips, so don't even worry about it. We're going to hit back to the mailbag, though. We got some more questions coming in right now. This one is from Tom Maho. Maybe it's a soft J. Maybe it's not a soft J.
Tom Mahajo.
Best 4-3 defensive ends in MUT. So we got
more
popsicle stoiks. Mad Scientist, Drew Friday.
I would say Moneymaker,
F. Zarls,
Dre Day,
Wolfman,
Allen,
Evil Glenn,
J. Andrew, Smarwa, Hundle,
good times.
Hun 1061.
So the question here, once again, was about 4-3 ends. We talked about Tank Carradine. It depends really what you're looking for in a 4-3 end. My recommendation is going to be to get a outside linebacker who's more known for the 3-4 and play him at end because he's going to have the pass rush move.
Right.
If you're just looking for a pure pass rusher, what do you find your 4-3 ends really need?
What are we talking here? I mean, are you
Like,
giving
are we going to
me
drop a guy? Or
no? Are you giving me elite capability? What are you giving me?
I think this guy was looking personally for elites.
Elite. Okay. So
I would play Muhammad Wilkerson. One of them.
I would say that J.J. Watt clearly is up there. 78 speed, somewhere along that. Absolutely love Leonard Williams. Have you seen
new Team of the Week?
I ripped a Leonard Williams Team of the Week last night.
Yeah.
Limited time only pack. He's very good. 88 overall. I absolutely love the Randy Gregory 94 acceleration. Who else? Elvis Dumervil, like you said, if you drop him down from outside linebacker to DN, 97 finesse move, you don't get much better than that. So, Muhammad Wilkerson, put him at DN, he would work there. You could go all hogs. You could say Brandon Williams, D tackle, put him at D end. There's a lot of different options, but the question is, you gotta look at one of two different types of players. One is a pass rusher, and then one is a run stuffer. So what are you looking for? If you're saying 4-3, I would then say 4-3 it'd be a pass rusher. So then you would go a guy like Elvis Dumervil and a guy maybe like Chandler Jones, who also has 95 power move, right? So those are kind of your options. And if you want a run stuffer, you'd go guys like Leonard Williams, you'd go J.J. Watt, you go Muhammad Wilkerson, you could put some D tackles there. So I would definitely look at that. But as far as I was saying, you're going to be able to find some good value. You'll find good value pass rushers that are outside linebackers. You can drop to D ends, and you'll find good run stuffers, good value at D tackle that you can move to D end. So like, make your mind think that way. Like, okay, I can find better value, like cheaper players at outside linebacker, put them at D end. Cheaper D tackles, put them at D end to stop the run.
Correct, totally. And at the early part of the season, the most important thing you can do is get value from a Tank Carradine, who is 96 rush move, but once again, not going to be the beef you need. Go get Roby Patua or Stephen Paya, who's, yes, a 3-4 DE, but put him at sub out him for early downs, put in Carradine for pass rushing downs, for late downs. And that's like, they're probably 3K each. Now you've got a 6K, two players that are as good as a 30K Muhammad Wilkerson across the board. That's how you're going to save early in the season.
Good question in the chat from Zestra. How do I stop crossing routes over the middle of the field?
We've got a little something coming up in the mail sack. Talking more about drags, but we'll make sure we hit that question up as well. We also kind of hit this question up a little bit earlier, but are stock blitzes better than ever coming in from OC 138? So,
I mean, the answer is yes.
I think, yeah, stock pressure is pretty tough in the game this year. Certain blitzes, once again, they're set up to beat. What I really like about these stock blitz angles is you can't make them yourself. So you got to play like Will Buck 3 press, right? If you were to re-blitz this guy on your own, Davis, he's not going to attack this gap consistently. Now we're stuck here. So the only way possible to get a rush angle or a crash angle like Richardson or just in general is to use a play like this that already has the stock blitz angle built in. So we showed a play with like Buckslant 3 that pressure does come in. If you're new to the game and you should probably start by sending 6 blitzers, so you're always going to get a guy free if they don't block anybody. But from here, I like these because the angles give you so many options to adjust off of that I would continue to go with them. So that's my thought on stock blitzes. I know Gibbs probably has a long
No, it's still the same
history.
thing. Same thing. Yeah. It's the idea of liking a stock blitz is the same reason that you like stock corner routes. It's because you can't create stock corner routes.
Right.
There's no hot route to make a corner. So because of that, there's value in the blitz angle that you get from this D end. So when you take a look at this blitz angle, let's take a look right here. Watch this blitz angle by the end. His inside move makes the tackle go inside, right? We can sort of replicate that by crashing our line, but then that might alter how the rest of the D-line, offensive line interact, right? So the value is I get that stock angle, and look how good that pressure is. I mean, you slid that guy out, but that's still pretty good. Like, my question now is, do the same thing you just did there, please.
Okay.
Slide him out. Slide that blitzer out. Now, slide flat zone the right D end on the screen. Like, is that going to work? Like,
I would say no, but yes.
What? Like, okay, so now we just invented a blitz, right? Like,
I may have already invented this one.
well, I know you did, but I know
yeah.
you did. But I'm just saying, like, that's what makes stock blitzes good.
Right? No, absolutely, absolutely.
Is they're designed to get in, right? So you know, like, with some type of confidence that they're going to pretty much kind of work. And there, I mean, it comes to the beat gap that time. And I caught it with my offensive lineman, no big deal. But
it's like a wrestling move right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I definitely like stock blitzes. I think you guys should explore them even more. We'll talk about that. We got a few more mailbag questions to rally through tonight before we get into the game of the week. But once again, our popsicle sticks are completed here. For now, we got Captain
Roblo?
Corey, who is in the conductor club already, resubbing back for his 9 months. So congrats to him. He'll be in the conductor club going on over there. But let's go back into mailbag here for question numero Trey. Do you have more MUT budget studs? This one's from Beatcake612. We do. YouTube guys probably looking for this right now. We will get to those once we lock into MUT. I have 2 guys for my liking. I know S. Gibbs probably has his own guy.
I got one on offense for receiver.
We'll get there because we'll go in and look at it. Does the CPU ever feel unstoppable? You know what, Horsey's MUT? Yes.
Yes, they do.
Sometimes you just go into a solo and you have used a play like consistently that's just working for you, and they just happen to call a play that matches it, or the CPU passing is just on point. Matt Castle tears you up. Happened to me once. I had to win a solo like 56-49, and every now and then the computer will get you. Sometimes it hurts.
It does.
But
it does.
It's okay, man. You know, everyone loses to the computer. I would say it's not a shame to lose to the computer like it has been in years past. You know, try and limit it. Try and find plays that are going to consistently beat the computer and have them in your back pocket ready to go if you face a tough solo. But, you know, those solos where you start down 14 points and the computer has the ball, like, you know, you're probably not going to win a lot of those. So that's what I've been reading on Twitter. People have lost some of those. Shout out to the Broad Street Bully guys. He in the chat is the person who gave us the Xbox One giveaway code tonight. So if you guys need a copy of Madden 16 for Xbox One, we've got one to give away tonight, and it's all from the Broad Street Bully. We're trying to figure out. He's from Philly. He'll probably go in the DeMarco Murray sub-hype. So we'll make sure we get to that. But we've got a couple more mailbag questions here. Smartest way to spend coins for the new MUT guy. We'll talk about that when we go into game. Eagles Aldo, he wants to know best way to cover drag routes. So we'll talk real quick about drag routes across the middle. We'll also kind of cover passing, crossing patterns. So if your opponent's hitting you with drags, I did an article earlier today on MUThead. You can see the post on youtube.com/zfarles as well. But the thing I talked about was drags are pretty much unable to be pressed. So even though screen is up in the face of Ruben Randall here, if Gibbs puts Randall on a drag, he's not going to get pressed, and he's probably going to get open. And right there, I would say the biggest thing that people hit me up with is, how do you stop drags? How do you not let your opponent get one first down? And it's like RG posted in the Brain Trust the other day and said, what makes a great defensive player great is giving up drags the entire first half, and then in the second half picking off a drag on the game-winning drive.
What's funny is his advice was the exact opposite of what people ask. Like, people say, like you said, how do I prevent a first down from happening? Right. Well, the best players in the world, what they do is they let the first downs happen, and then they take it away when it matters most.
Correct.
Right? They capitalize on that. Let them give the opponent false confidence. I mean, one thing you can do is what you did there, quarterback spy.
So once again, on 3rd and 8, I'm not going to try and stop a drag. Just don't care. If somebody runs a drag on 3rd and 8, let them have it. Hopefully you get the tackle before your opponent picks up. And now it's 4th and 2. 4th and 2, yes, I will try and stop a drag. Here's what I would do to try and stop a drag. I would probably drop Wilkerson into a QB spy because he drops to a depth. That is going to be very helpful. And then I would probably potentially man up the defensive end.
Yeah. What's important about that D tackle is, like, if I throw that right there, he's right there to make a play. So it takes away that first quick initial read of the drag. So don't spy him. So if you don't spy him here, I can snap throw it right there. It was a bad throw.
Right.
But I can throw it as soon as he, like, makes his first break. But when you now spy a player, he drops right into that tender area where, like, if I throw it there, like, the spy's there to break it up.
Right.
So it delays that initial read, and anytime you can delay your opponent making a read or a throw is a good thing for your defense.
I would totally agree with you right there. Once again, reminder for those just tuning into the show tonight, guys, give the channel a follow. Once again, totally free to follow the channel. Hit the little heart button. That will make it sure so that when we go live for future episodes, you'll be notified. We also stream during the week, usually Ultimate Team. So if you have questions, make sure to follow the channel and do that. But the other thing is, yeah, you just kind of user it. And once again, like, you can also go to, like, cover 2 and shade your coverage underneath. So if it's like 4th and 2, I'll shade it underneath and then I'll spy.
Put some flats on the outside.
And you can put some flats so when they run out. Let's see. That's cover 2 sync. Gotcha.
Right.
And then I just use it in the middle and, like, try and be a problem. Like, if I know a drag is coming. So, once again, I'm okay with that, and I don't feel bad about it. And I don't feel like it's unstoppable. And once again, getting hit with a drag, yeah, is it annoying? Sure. But is it the worst thing that ever happened to you? No. The other thing with crossing patterns, which was what people were asking about a little bit earlier, if you're going to user against a crossing pattern, what I like to do is this. So, once again, this is a tip we kind of go over every year, but say you have Randall on a slant, and I'll unpress him. Say, like, that's the crossing pad. Here's what I do. I'm going to look to take away Randall on the first, but then I'm going to go here and hopefully get back and do that. So when you have crossing patterns, you have to commit, but once the first window, like, leaves, you've got to drop off. So boom, you drop, and then you sag off, and then you get back, because that gives people kind of false confidence as to what's going to happen. So, oh my goodness.
Eli.
That's almost like the Jay Cutler. I saw the Jay Cutler Play of the Week today.
Yeah, so great tips there. I want to show a practical play here where, like, I see how this could be a question that people are asking. So I'm going to look at specifically the play gun, ace, twins, offset, PA, vert, shot. Go to...
I did not mean to have in the play.
Yeah, go to big dime 146.
The big dime.
Big dime 146. So I'm calling PA, vert, shot. It's a play. It's actually the play action audible. Farrell's is going to call cover 2 man.
Yes.
So this is a play that is, the route combinations on here are very consistent with what you see a lot of people do. So you see a quick underneath drag to Donnell and then a deep crosser to Fells. So this is one of the better ways to beat man, and it is in the gun ace, twins, offset, and the Cardinals. So first and foremost, don't do anything to try and stop it, right? Don't do that yet. Okay. So snap of the ball. What makes this play tough is how quickly he ran into about 1 million people. But what makes this play tough to defend is how quickly that this drag is able to win against man-to-man. And it's because if you look at the design of the play, the outside leverage of the corner gives inside release to Donnell. So snap of the ball, he gets in that drag, and I hit him there, and I just cut upfield. I get blockers from those outside twins guys, and then I could get upfield, and it's very difficult to stop. Now, the next step here is you get that crosser. Say you take it away, like that crosser is just super tough. Like as you can see right there.
Dude just laid out. That was like some serious physics right there, man.
Right. So you can see now. Okay, now you're in a dilemma. So Falls, do what you typically like. You set your defense up here, right? So you contain the defense and cover 2 man.
You just got resub hype from JL, which we'll explore after this. But right now, what I would do is I would drop.
That's your first thing that you do.
Thing over the middle. I would probably not cover the halfback, and I would either, if I thought it was going to be a corner route to the tight end, I might drop this guy into a purple, which is a curl to flat, so hopefully he'll play the corner. Or because Donnell is always going to basically burn
Always.
his man, I put this guy in a flat so that when Donnell gets over there, if you wait too long, the flat will kind of be waiting. And then I'm just going to sag off of Revis. Like, I'll let you, watch. I'll let you go, and then I'll do that. And my flat, what did my flat not do?
I don't know. So do this. Probably
Maybe
play
flat
action.
this guy?
Flat that guy. Flat Davis. And then you're going to use your Harris. Yeah, I don't really foresee you not like
No?
you would really go one-on-one with Donnell around the corner. Like I don't.
Every day
I don't trust that. I don't trust it.
Insane.
I don't trust it. So, anyways, so here it is, right? So, you're actually the tip here would be you always take away the shorter route because that's going to be the easier route to defend because the drag runs that like flat pattern, right? So he's not going to like break on an angle where like a hook can't like a hook. Like you can't put a hook and defend fells. You can't put a flat defend fells. You could maybe put a buzz, but like there's no really zone that you could put to defend it.
Right.
But the flat out there can defend that drag to Donnell.
Totally.
Right. So that's why you put the flat there. Take that away, and plus they're gonna have false hope that that's open. Like user the hook. Like my read is like, oh, I see he's open, and then I throw it to him, and then like.
Right.
Intentionally, the flat's there, and it's contained.
Yards.
It's
Right.
contained,
2 yards.
and then you now user that hook. Right, you use the hook and you take away the fells route.
True. Yeah, I mean, it really depends on the formation. I like your strategy there. I'm a little insane, so I would consider
Got a
that,
lot of
and I
routes.
would also consider getting rid of the deep zone if I knew I had the only real potential was like a corner. I would consider taking this guy away, and then if it was a streak, I would run with them.
Here's my thing with the corners.
I do a lot of
With the deep safeties, like
yeah.
what you do a really good job of. I'll give you a pat on the back here.
I'll take
is
it.
you
Hang
bring.
on. Let me put the camera on.
I'll give you a pat
so
on the
they can
back.
see it.
I'll give you a pat on the back.
Thank you.
So what you do a good job of is you bring the safeties up, and you like make me think you did something to him. So then I'll end up going like this. I'll be like, oh well, he moved the safety,
Right.
put him in a zone, like he did something, and then I'm like, oh, and I'm like, oh dang, like he now picked it off, like.
Oh.
So you do a good job at that. So, but then at other times you'll actually will put him in a zone and do something, So
We've got sub hype from Old Painless joining the club. S Gibbs, get this man a popsicle stick. Old_Painless joining the club of life. Jo, you've already got your sub hype. You're in the conductor club.
Old Painless,
But
that's for
you
you, brother.
also-
Old Painless.
JO's popsicle stick. I put you in Odell Beckham unless you'd rather be in Eli Manning. But we could talk about that
Wait,
at a later time. Once again, Jo also does a
people know that you
MUT
have the duck?
a MUT item review where he goes over the best cards that you maybe haven't got a chance to use in Ultimate Team, and he usually does that. So follow his channel in the chat. It's JO30. I'll host him as well from time to time.
Quack.
All right, couple more mailbags. We got to get in to some MUT, and then in the game of the week, we hit up drag routes. 2 rapid fire questions. This one was a Hot Sticks email. Need a good 3-4-D that stops fullback dive. I was going to say the bear. How do you shut down corner routes? Kreger, we kind of covered it with user. Really. Man press is good. Once again, drop.
Can you go to the fullback dive thing real quick?
Yeah. So fullback dive. So that deep safety, drop him in a purple zone. We talked about that. Cut underneath. Look out for formations where corner routes are really prevalent, like those I forms where the open side of the field, there's nobody over there, and the tight end's going to be wide open on play action. That's more the thing. BU Twizzler in the house.
Twizzlers?
Twizzler has a popsicle stick as well.
Yeah, he's in here. I just saw him. I don't know. I found it.
I'm putting it.
That's like finding a needle in a haystack.
Here we go. Ready? Let's just put Tweezy right now in the Donald Penn.
Yeah.
Tweezy, you're going in the Donald Penn cart.
Just
on the
because
sub train.
you sort of.
Tweezy, I believe he's in the conductor club. He's very close to the conductor club. He's been a long time sub. All right, stopping fullback dives in a good formation to stop up the middle runs. Once again, we don't have 3-4 bear here. We have 3-4 solid.
But my tip is any play where a linebacker's blitzing from like the middle linebacker spot. So sure, go back to double clamp.
Double clamp, go.
So here's why I love this play, right? By design, take a look, show up the play.
Oh, wow.
Your D linemen are dropping into zones.
Yep.
But like on a run, they're not dropping into
gonna,
zones, right? So you gain best of, like, it's like you're gaining something against the offense here. So if you use the safety, kind of get up in the innards. Can you get up in the innards?
Get all up in the innards?
Get up in the innards and, like, now attack, right? Like, attack. Like, see, this is why I love this as a run defense.
Right. Here's the thing about a fullback dive. Is it pretty darn good?
Yes.
Is it pretty consistent? Yes. But if I get through, there is
you're toasted.
Nothing the fullback can do. He has no time to move. He, like...
Well, no, this is the D. This is the fullback dive D. That's why I was call it again. Do it again. Get up in the innards. Get in the innards.
Not even a...
there's nothing to do here. Right. Just grab the safety, right? Now get in the innards and make a play. Like do you see what I'm saying? Like, so when you find a play, you have the play. And, like, if someone's going to run fullback dive, you go to 3-4 solid, double clamp, go.
So most of the time I would tell people to show blitz. But you already kind of have this with
you don't need
solid,
to with
but
this.
You don't even need to.
And again, why is this working? So get the safety out there. Let's show why it's working. So let me just call it and get out. So the reason it's working and why this works so well is because by design, this play, show the play, you have both the D tackle and the D end on the right of the screen. They're dropping into zones.
This guy.
Him and the guy in the middle. D tackle.
This guy. Well, they didn't even realize the guy there.
Correct. Yeah. So, Jesus. Oh my God.
I'm just showing him. I almost gave Damon Harrison his own.
He's not good.
His own thing.
He's not good.
Then I'm like, no one's gonna know who that is.
Right. So the reason it's working is because those guys are dropping in zones, but because it's a run play, they're not going to drop into zone. They're going to just stay engaged. But you're gaining blitzers to help in the run game. But if it's a pass play, those D linemen will drop. So does that make sense? If that makes sense in the chat, type 1. Another play you can look at for that similar results is 46 normal fire zone blitz. So take the safety again, Farrells. Get up in the innards of this play and make a play on the guy. Like, this is fullback dive defense. If you need fullback dive defense, this is it. Again, I reiterate, this is the play. 3-4 solid, double clamp, go.
3-4 solid, double clamp, go. 3-4 solid, double clamp, go.
Make a play. Just crush it. Go in here and crush me. Like, crush me. It's the D. It's the D. Stuff.
The chat likes that. YouTube tomorrow is going to like that, guys. If you're watching live, once again, the place to watch the archive tomorrow is youtube.com/zfarls. What's fun about watching live is we get to hang out in the chat, answer your questions,
chatting in the chat,
have fun. But what's good about watching on YouTube is you can pause the video, take notes, and
you know what I mean? Can we get, like, whether it's, I don't even want to sub, I want to follow, like,
Ben Hope's in the conductor.
Can we get a follow for that tip we just gave?
Yeah, just a follow, not even
like,
a sub.
I want to, like, if you want to get better at Madden, that's it. Like, that's why you watch this show. That's why you show up every week. You put in the work so you can get that tip right there. So now when you finish for double clamp, go, whammies.
I'm gonna say that again. Totally free tip right there. Gonna put it up against other people's paid stuff. Our free stuff is good as people's paid stuff. Bottom line, that's fullback dive D. I cannot wait to run that in a game.
Yeah.
Stopping corners, all that
jazz.
All
right, I want to make sure you understand, so everyone at home understands. Why does that work? Why did that play work?
Because
it's like you're blitzing those linebackers.
It's because you're blitzing those backers, but the real key is even though the defensive linemen were dropping into zones on a pass, against the run, they get engaged by their blockers. They clog everything up.
Yes.
You make the play.
Yes.
That's the real key to that. I'm going to let you go into Ultimate Team here, and we're going to find...
Should I go into my Ultimate Team?
Yeah, because...
Can you... All right, I got to set something up on my... Just keep us up on the roster here real quick. Just want to make sure... Yeah, I want to switch the profile.
So I'll walk you through real quick some of our guys on the sub-hype train. Herman Moore's on the train. Gronk, Atwater. I wanted to do a better 27, but didn't have one. Calvin Johnson, Derek Brooks, Clinton Portis, Odell Beckham, Adrian Peterson.
Odell Beckham?
Ace Boogie. Eli Manning, I gave one to. LaDainian Tomlinson, Luke Kuechly, Ray Lewis, Cameron Wake, LT, Julius Thomas. It's the best 80 I could think of.
Yeah.
Richard Sherman, Bowman, Von Miller, Terrell Davis, Marshawn Lynch.
Why are those the numbers
JJ
you
Watt.
picked, though?
Because that's fun. I wanted to do a Khalil Mack Wolf, but Ray Lewis I thought was a better guy for you.
But like, are you giving, like, for my look here, it looks like you're 42? Giving away these players.
That is what it looks like. That is not actually what's happening. But maybe in the future, by the end of the year, we could find a way to give away one of all of these players. But that is not the current plan. M-Stack, who does he like? Do we know? Probably the Packers. That makes no sense.
M-Stack, I think, is a Packers fan. No, I think he's a Packers fan. I think so.
I don't think we have a Packer. I tried to get Aaron Rodgers, but Tom Brady's 12. You know?
Tom, I gotta restart I think, to get my spot on. Is it all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Keep riffing?
I'll keep riffing right now. Once again, we're going to go back into the mailbag. We're going to talk budget players. We do it every single week.
He wants to go in Cutler's train. M-Stack.
He wants to go. We don't have a Jay Cutler,
Oh.
obviously.
Did anyone see, by the way, the plays of the week this week?
With Smoke with Jay Cutler?
Did anyone see that? If you saw it, it's the most ridiculous play ever. Most ridiculous play ever.
So we're going to talk about spending coins, 2 budget picks, and we already kind of covered 4-3 DNs, but we'll do that. Once again, Sweat Mustache on deck, guys. We fixed up the lighting. We got some new looks to the channel. So once again, if anyone's watching this on YouTube tomorrow, if you could tell a friend that the videos are now posted on youtube.com/zfarls, it would be a great help. We're about to load into Ultimate Team, give you some budget picks, and then we're going to play a game of the week to show you that these tips do indeed work live while a game is going on. In the future, the next couple weeks, we do want to get some top players in this building right here to come on, show off their game styles as well. It's much better, we feel like, to learn playing against good players.
I got a big matchup coming up. All Pro first string, trying to get to All Madden first string, second string. It's currently 7-1, 6-1 in my record.
We also juiced the settings a little bit tonight, so let us know if you like it. I know the mic is a little off, so we're working on that.
Go back to that full screen for me.
Full screen
so
game?
Keep talking. Yeah, so let's do that. Keep talking about those MUT players. The budget player.
So I'm going to come right out and give you my 2 budget guys. Lawrence Sidbury is,
tight end?
I believe he's a right end. Mm-hmm. He plays for the Bucks. He's a team of the week item. I'm going to compare him favorably to Randy Gregory, Schefter Stars.
Really?
2 less excel.
92.
2 less finesse move. He's got 90 finesse move, 92 excel. Mm-hmm. He only costs 4,000 coins, whereas to buy a Gregory, I think, is 6,000 each. So
12,000.
He's like 14K for Gregory or so. Like I think you could get a Sidbury for like 4K. Plays very well if you want a pure pass rusher. He's not going to be the beef guy that you're looking for. Mm-hmm. I've got one other player in Football Outsiders that we'll load into real quick, and I'll find him.
My guy, while you're loading that up, Michael Floyd. 81 gold, Michael Floyd. That's my guy.
He's Bay?
I mean, look up his stats when you get a shot on my head. Like, he's an absolute stud.
I believe I've used him, but I'm not sure. Ladarius... No, that's not him. So Lawrence Sidbury, I think I said his name wrong. Sidbury is one guy. The other defender I like quite a bit is Jackson Jeffcoat. He is a team of the week for his speed and strength combo. 89 speed, 94 excel with 86 strength for 3,700 coins. He's got an 89 power move and 85 power. I want to compare him to Jamie Collins real quick. So Jackson Jeffcoat is an 80 left outside linebacker.
Yeah, I got him as well.
Let me compare him to Jamie Collins, who's an 85.
Yeah.
The coin differential is monstrous. He's 6 speed points faster. Oh my god, he's 21 strength more. He has 4 better excel. Terrible catching.
What's his...
They have the same hit power. Collins has 4 better power moves.
Faster than that. Block shed.
Same block shed. He has still really good pursuit.
Sounds pretty good. Jeffcoat's pretty legit.
Jeffcoat is pretty much a monster. So I would take a look at Jackson Jeffcoat for outside backer, and then Sidbury for defensive end. Gibbs mentioned the 81 Floyd. I'll back him up on that. I've used him quite a bit as well. Michael Floyd's really good. Malcolm Floyd's also really good as well. Gibbs setting up his playbooks here. Going with something totally new, obviously.
Yeah,
obviously.
Always.
Guys, one other thing we want to do this weekend, hopefully you guys are around. Follow this channel if you are. We're going to do some fan duels this weekend, so the goal is to have you guys, rather than watch football,
you're going to watch it, but...
Is it like smoky in here all of a sudden, or no? It's just lighting.
I think it's just you.
So last year we did some FanDuel games.
You got a game.
I'm going to go full screen game. Let me know if you guys want full screen game. If you guys could also tweet out that the game of the week is live, that would be hot.
You send a tweet and I'll
And you'll retweet?
I'll oblige. Got a conductor, got a caboose.
So I'm going to tweet, and if you guys could retweet. Once again, we're going to give away a copy of Xbox One tonight as well. Xbox One Madden 16 code. Game of the week.
It's the game of the week, the game of the week, the game of the week.
Locking in.
I'm Larry Ridley in Orlando. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And
trying to get to that all Madden. I'm playing shop shooter.
Straight ahead this afternoon, we'll begin
this controller
week 7
has no
with a good matchup between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. The Patriots coming to this one knowing that this could very well turn into a high-scoring affair. So this defense is on notice.
Can we go to the store this weekend?
I was at Target today. I almost bought it.
Oh my! It's terrible.
Massachusetts, where Jim and Phil have the call.
You should use the one that lights up.
It's.
All right, so let me share this tweet. I'll also be answering your guys' questions right now in the chat because I can actually read the chat now. Shout out to Captain Corey for the retweet, along with Jeff Rodriguez.
The Patriots will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play on first down.
Can we get one in the chat that start a fund me for Farrells to get a new stick?
They are. I'll get one. I just got a new one. It lights up. It's
the Patriots
awesome.
take it from the 23.
It's terrible.
Chris Johnson with the reception.
It's not.
I like it. You don't like it.
Still looking at the lineups. Chris Johnson. How will they stop him today?
Well, my clue to stop him, don't let him get out in open space because
a little bit.
If he's not the fastest guy in the NFL, he's one of the top 2 or 3, so look out.
Can you please not? You can't do that middle of the game. You can't. The things this guy does to me, guys. Are you done? You done? It's still in the middle of the screen. It's not going away. It's not going away. How do you work? How can I work under these conditions? Like this is. Oh my God.
All right, here we go. Pernell McPhee. So C. Gurrell. Here's a good question. Pernell McPhee at right end, Carey in the left end. If I had 30K, I would get him Hamza Wilkerson. That's what I would get. I think he's going to be the best overall bang for your buck.
The Patriots position from the 33. Here's the
nice
quick
toss. 4th and 1. Chris Johnson. Is that a crib shot? That's a crib shot. That's a crib shot.
The Patriots with the gutsy
crib shot. Playbook is Denver
and short.
Yeah, it was. Gutsy call by the offense and the offensive coordinator. But look. This guy's willing to
keeps going with the Cleveland Browns playbook.
These plays and these situations every game, and that time they can't.
Do you want Donald Penn
following the long play?
Or no?
Cunningham's back in shotgun formation. Tries to get the feet down, but this will be ruled incomplete. For this defense,
game
one of the best
too loud. We can
corners
fix
in the
that
league.
right here for
Can
you.
also be quite a factor in
Let
the
me know if
return
that's a little bit better.
game.
Just
That would
turned
be
it down
Patrick
right at this
Peterson,
moment, so
who was the
hopefully
fifth
that will help
pick
a
in the
little bit.
draft back in
You can also mute the
2011.
TV if
Not
it's
many times
from
you
the
could just
TV.
say all in one, but Patrick Peterson is truly one of those guys. There's nothing
A little juke
he
into
can't
a hit
do
right
on the
there, and I
football
know
field.
it's McKinnon,
One of the
but
best
you're
players
okay.
in the NFL.
Got a conductor, got a caboose.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
What was that? Just flat?
And he's on the sidelines out of bounds.
You going fullback?
You got to have
Me?
multiple plays in every situation.
Am I crazy enough to do that?
All right, just lowered it a little more. You can also mute the TV. Let me know. Look at Wolfman and Donald Penn.
Wolf and the pen?
Wolf and Tweezy just chilling inside of
Gain sets them up here on this play. What a way to start
Heart stock up for the brand.
You got to give the offensive line just a lot of credit. It's first and goal.
God, the right stick is so bad.
The football in there. Nice run, but a great job by the O-line.
I don't have the Gatorade JJ Watt.
You said regular JJ Watt.
I don't know why. It did show that it was Gatorade. I have no idea why it showed that way.
The Browns are back.
I've bought 2 60 bundles Dart Assassin. How do I dominate draft champions? Mac the Legend, Draft Champs vid. I got 5 tips on youtube.com/cfarles. Do it up.
Gotta conduct, gotta caboose.
Teflon Dapper done. He's got a popsicle stick. Alright, I'm going to try and narrate the game a little bit. Once again, let me know if the game audio should be pretty low for you guys right now. You can also go the pause route as well.
First down at the 28.
Gibbs does like Marcel Reese, usually.
He'll pick up 7 this time.
Number 2 pick in a PPR. I don't even know icon.
Such a sharp cut. He gives himself some space from the defender.
Had my fantasy draft on Monday. Didn't go well.
Just short of that first down mark.
I would sell Charles Johnson, riff raff. He's not worth a ton, but he's also not tremendous on the field.
That was a nice reception, but not enough.
Moon FX, your stick's right here, man. I had it earlier. What team you want to be in?
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Peterson. He's taken down at the 35. Here's a look at the offense, and watch out today for Demaryius Thomas, who is tremendous after the catch. Well, we have this phrase that we say, and we mean it adoringly. Demaryius Thomas is a beast, absolutely on the outside.
June Cab wants Marco Murray. June Cab's got to Marco Murray. All right, here we go. 3rd and 3. S. Gibbs' opponent is in a gun tight. That's a play tight end crossers. Nice pass lead across the middle. That play is in our offensive guide as well. There's a similar play in the Patriots book. I like to hit the halfback. Like the first time I used that play against Anto the Boss in one of my game plays to seal the game on 4th and 2. Nice juke by AP right there. Wonder if he's got maybe the Draft Champs AP or if he's got just the standard player. Splashosaurus Rex. Ben Hartsock is at fullback. He's a very, very good run blocker in the game. D-Stu wants to go in LaDainian Tomlinson. I have your thing as well.
The line of scrimmage, the 25-yard line.
Let me turn down
First and 10. The Browns go back to the ground. And that's a gain of 10.
Peterson's a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
The Browns on offense here to start the second quarter.
All right, game volume should pretty much still be down all the way. Huge shout out once again to S. Gibbs. Worked all day, still came back for some This Week in Madden, dropped some fire tips.
Coming to the line at the 15.
Now he's balling out in a game, putting his all Madden 1 rank on the line here. He's trying to go up and get there. Jameis Winston 90 is very good, yes. Nice scramble up by Jameis Winston right there. I'd assume that is the 90. No spy there. That's okay. Once again, that's something you'll take away later and later. S. Gibbs, we talked about using crossing routes a little earlier in the show. He did a really good job using all the crossing routes there, but just didn't get, you know, kind of in the right area. John Kuhn, fullback dive.
Late there, too.
Once again, you have the arsenal to stop that. You know, you just didn't get there in time.
I wanted one extra guy.
Right. First and goal, you know, his opponent's going to have a pretty good chance here. Something I'm willing to do is sell out. There it is.
Stop him.
Stuffed him once. I kind of like his opponent not going hurry up there, because if he hurries up, you know he's probably going to run fullback dive again, and you had a pretty good job locking it up. Lionhammer wants Lawrence Taylor. Yes, you can.
Second and goal to go.
Yeah, see, like on a toss, yeah, he gets in.
I kept him wide, but
like at the end of the day, he could have lost 3-4 yards, right? If he like bumped into somebody.
If he bumped him, or if he, I had that guy in a flat. If you know, maybe next time I sub out, I sub someone out there. But I got one stop running the double clam gut. We just showed you that tip. I got one stop with it, so I feel pretty good about that. That's pretty good.
So your first time, just didn't make the adjustment quick enough. Second time you stopped it, and Kuhn even got a good animation.
Right.
Third time, he ran a toss, which is good. That's what you're trying to do.
I'm saying run the toss, right?
Hopefully he gets tripped up.
Let's go from the defensive side. What do you think they're thinking? Oh my gosh, we can't stop anything.
Route to the flat, Jamal Charles. I thought he was going to break
what I like
that.
about this Browns book, you got your 2 halfbacks in the backfield. I'm still tinkering what I like better. So.
Dark Confident wants a Derek Brooks. Yes, sir. I saw that his
fine.
coming there.
I don't. You know how I remember last year you were like
literally going to fumble on his stick.
But last year you were like, oh, I don't worry about this or that. Right. I don't really worry about fumbles. Like I've
had a couple on flat throws. Especially on cover 2 flat zones or man. Not so much in cover 3 flats. Even though almost a good user, but yeah, he did a good job not turning that upfield. If S. Gibbs had thrown that with an upper pass lead or had tried to rack catch that, that's a potential pick. So once again, choosing your catch type. Rex does a really good job explaining. If you're running like a crossing route, a rack's going to take you upfield. Possession's going to kind of keep you where you are. And aggressive's going to fight you back to the ball. And that can be the difference between a pick, a touchdown, or nothing. Something you want to learn. Choosing your catch type. Here we are. Once again, we've got S. Gibbs. I'm your host, Z. Farrells. Make sure to follow the channel. Totally free. Tonight on the show we talked about stopping tosses, beating man coverage. We got our club on Monday about that. We have a weekly blitz. All different things here. 2nd and 7. Randall Cunningham play action fake. Oh, very nice possession catch. S. Gibbs, his right guard got beat right there. I don't know if you saw that, but your right guard was. So it's a good thing you got rid of that pretty quick. Draft Champs tips link. I got the top 5 Draft Champs tips. YouTube.com/WPool. I am gonna touchdown Chris Johnson. Make a list of all the videos. So once again, people in the Brain Trust. That's what you get for subscribing. We've got a video from M-Stack, 17 minutes. Viking scheme for man beating. Zan did a top 5 mistakes you're making video, which is really good. Code did some MUT tips. We got those guys making content. I'll make a YouTube link and also email the subscribers about once every week to get into the Brain Trust and with a refresh of videos. And I'll keep all the other ones in there as well. So that's pretty much how I'm going to handle the updates. YouTube Savage. I did not make a Kaepernick only because
the scores 14-7. Winston's got it in the gun.
I think I gave John Elway number 7. But the Broncos got way too many popsicle sticks. The Frenchman, I did a Robert Quinn. Robert Quinn, Medicine Woman, and you have a popsicle stick. I've seen it.
Here's Colston. Colston's tackled
check
down
my Twitter.
at the 31.
Yes.
If you think you can get a play out quickly and not use a timeout,
3rd and 2, he's going back to the cross play. S. Gibbs made a great play with J.J. Watt. Bad tackle.
You know what's
18 seconds left, so
I'm blitzing people on your controllers, literally not blitzing.
Yeah, make sure you move it down to the right, not straight down.
An injury update for us. Let's go to her now.
Guys, I had a chance to speak with a Patriots team official. There's not a big concern with the injury at this point, so guys, he'll be ready to go back in the game as soon as he gets the thumbs up from the coaching staff.
Appreciate Del Rey with the tweet.
Watch this. I'm going to call timeout.
13 now, because that makes more time.
Makes him waste more time, and I didn't like the D I'm in.
If you don't like the D right now.
Get out of bounds. The chance was there. Big mistake.
Loss of 3 on the play.
Watch this move here, right here.
The Patriots at the line. Dime package. 2nd down and 13.
And
It's caught by Sharp. And the
See, now you want him to stay up. He has no way.
That's a 50. He might be able to hit the 50.
It'll be tough. It'll be tough. I think the game's going to be very high scoring tomorrow night, guys. One thing we could do is score predictions.
56-yard field goal. No good. No good.
Short.
The teams
Right.
head to the locker room.
Stop, boys.
We'll be heading to the
Right.
studio.
That paid out.
Larry Ridley, as you watch the NFL
Full
on
kick.
EA
Jay
Sports.
Talks.
With this kick,
Give me
the
the leg.
second half is
Give me the
underway.
boot. Give me the boot. 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 Donk.
They'll take it at the 20.
So, 14-7, he had ball. It was a good debut at the end of the half. Once again, you kind of conceded some underneath throws, didn't let him get
I
quite
gotta
into
try
range.
and man up.
I think the game's going to be like 34-31
I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half.
Steelers. But that's totally up to you guys. Once again, this is the game of the week portion of This Week in Madden. If you're new to This Week in Madden, what makes it different than other streams, what makes This Week in Madden different than just a random stream is we take your questions. You can tweet them to me during the week.
Tweet them to both of us.
Tweet them to both. We try and go over the hot issues, and we do that for about an hour. We like to give them up budget players. We like to go deep into tips. The other thing we like to do is play a game of the week. We like to try and find non-random gamers, try and find like more heavy hitters. We're working on bringing some guys into play. We played like Mole on the stream the other night, guys like that that are going to give challenge and that we can learn from and have good schemes. So that's kind of the difference in what we're trying to do here. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Once again, it's harder to put together than a regular stream, but we feel like it's worth it.
Press coverage all the way.
I've got School U Boy coming in with
second and long. Peterson up the middle. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
In a situation like this, 3rd and long, if you're the defense, catch them by surprise.
3rd and 14, like
3rd and 14. Talk it out. Talk it out.
I've been notorious for
3rd down coming up.
over the years, right? For
Winston's gonna take the snap from the shotgun.
Like playing, setting heavy pressure on 3rd and 14. I still believe in that, but like it's very different. Like I felt like my point was going to go for a 4th down, and like now it's 4th and 14. Like it's very, very difficult. Like I'm not saying he's not going to get it, but.
Are you going gas here?
No.
So Eskib's not going to go gas here. 4th and 14. Looks like he is going to manually bump the tight end across the middle, and he threw it anyways. And you have 2 guys.
That manual press saved me because he's going to.
He would have probably maybe had a room there. Halfback angle. That's a good play. That's from Gun Doubles. That's in the Cardinals book that we like. We do not have a Colin Kaepernick because John Elway is on there. But we do have a Navarro Bowman, if that's who you like.
He's changing the play here.
Quarterback is taken to the ground.
Do you have somebody open?
I turtled. Like
the huddle now. The Patriots have it at the 24. Throws the pass. Brandon Cooks makes the catch.
All right, 9 for 10. Here's the thing: a field goal, even on 3rd, like a field goal, a touchdown really improves your chances of winning the game.
Correct.
But a field goal still heavily improves your chances to win this game. Bucky 9, you will indeed get a substick. It's in here somewhere. I've got to find it. Loved it. I loved it. I loved it. Down to the 1. TikTok, you know.
Tick-tock on the clock.
We do need to get a bonus Tim Flutter. We're definitely working on it.
What's the #1 way you know that you defeated your opponent?
The defense loading up on the line, getting set for this snap.
See, that's the risk. Obviously, you lose 5 yards.
In the backfield.
If I'm Gibbs here, one thing I personally like to do from this 5 to 10 yards in the red zone is scramble with my quarterback. That's a me thing, but it's something I like to do because then I get back down to the 2 and I run the fullback down. I should have ran and then I score a touchdown. That's how games go for me. Daryl Smith, he's good. He's not really worth that much, so depends who else you think you're going to get.
Jim, I love these situations. Third
I will tell her that, June Cap. Thank you very much.
They're going to go with a pass, and if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
Third and goal.
All right, corner out. Ooh, flat.
Comes away with the pick off that pass.
Guess not. We're going to take...
Things get tight down here in the red area. I got to give the defensive man a lot of credit.
Once again, backseat play calling by me here, but you always take one shot before you go.
Yeah.
I mean, even like you just always take one shot.
You're right.
Because like,
I know they get 3 points out of
and I don't like it on obviously 4th down because it's like too risky. So that's a once again.
Our number one priority this weekend.
Buy me a new controller.
Buy you a new controller.
Okay, I did it.
That controller's garbage.
Look how cool this controller is. I got this controller. It lights up. It changes colors.
Can you get out of my vision?
A little more conservative with this possession.
It's I got a headset as well. That's Bluetooth. I'm gonna...
This guy's chucking. This guy is chucking.
1, if you think a light-up controller is just BA, and 2, if you don't think a light-up controller is BA. We're also going to have, Chase Kaufman, Dill Pickle. Chase Kaufman, once again, always been a sleeper in our eyes. You can go back to our videos from Madden 13. We'll be talking about Chase.
That's why you have Justin sit on the outside. That makes me feel good.
We've been talking about Chase Kaufman for years. 6'5". He's got ridiculous spec catch. He just got a brand new card in the game this year. I think it's a Football Outsiders. So yeah, he was kind of my other sleeper that I had eyed before. That's Dominic Rodgers. Num chew clock. People don't think of.
Bye. Just another quitter in this game for 2. He may hate me, but it ain't no lie, baby. He just quit.
Quit. So why did they quit? Go check out Chase Kaufman real quick on
90 catching traffic.
People don't like a light-up controller.
It's terrible.
I should order one on Amazon right now.
You should grow up and order 2 because the controllers you have are an embarrassment. They're an embarrassment.
They are.
To being a professional gamer, they're an embarrassment.
Yeah, they are.
Objectives reward. What do I get? Nice, 300 coins.
300 coins.
I'll sell that.
What offense did you just run?
Browns.
Should I play and then you can teach me the Browns?
Or
no?
No, you're not ready for that. You're not ready for it.
What does that mean?
You're not ready for it.
Can you just go check out Chase Kaufman?
Yeah.
He's got a new edition. Guys, this would be our other Football Outsiders kind of budget selection. I saw him before when I was checking out items. Just a good baller. Respect catch is something we feel is pretty important this season. He's got it. He's got the height. Just a really good player.
I think Brandon Myers still has pretty good catch traffic, too.
Yeah. Chase Kaufman in his house. Oh, you guys want to do us a favor? This would also make my day if you would do this.
Wait, this guy? Wow. Pretty good.
If you guys would tweet to...
Wait, he's not as good as he once was.
Happy birthday to Clint Oldenburg, the most sim man ever. If you guys will tweet, you'd have to actually put that Clint Oldenburg, but there.
That Kaufman's not that good. It's not that good. IMO.
He's not bad for 2,000 coins.
I'm fighting here.
60-7. How many legit losses? 3? 4?
6.
6?
6. I only had my very first game I played. I got disconnected and lost. Every other loss has been lost.
0 to 20? Is that when you changed your playbook?
Yeah, that's the first time I've changed it. then I won a couple runs.
You get a lot of quitters.
Those 2-0, 7-0s, they quit after the second time I picked them right away.
All right, so W Mooney, fan duels. So I want to do some fan duels on Sunday. I'll tweet out the link to FanDuel around 11 to noon. Yeah, you got 20 minutes if you want, or you don't have to.
Play another game, I guess.
I can rock. So I want to do some fan duels. Basically, how they work is you pick a fantasy team for the week. On Sunday, we are going to stream from noon until about 8 o'clock when the games end. So if you guys want to hang out, we're going to tweet, we're going to play Madden. We can't obviously show the game, but we're going to be watching the games.
Walter, God.
And we hope you guys will stop by, watch the games with us. Like, why watch it by yourself? Hang out with us.
We're going to be playing Madden.
We're going to play Madden.
Have a new controller.
We're going to do fan duels.
Can we do
so
split screen on this
us?
on this rig? Do we have that technology?
What is it?
Did you split screen?
Not at the moment.
Dual games.
We have done dual games in the past. I don't have that tech.
That would be that's what we need to try and get set up for Sunday.
Certainly does look like you have the Gatorade, JJ Watt.
I'm telling you, I don't have them.
I know.
Like, I don't even know why it's showing as that.
It's awesome. All right, let's go real back quick to Substicks, Stack.
How about Juiced?
Juice.
How about this guy? Tad and Mips. That's my favorite guy in the world. If you're in here, Tad and Mips.
Ad Robs, who did you want to go to?
Tad
Ad Robs,
Mips.
you're right here.
Tad and Mips. Can you take that one? Do something with him because that's awesome. Tad and Mips.
He'll go into Eli Manning because he's technically JO.
Tad and Mips is?
Yeah.
Wait, that's JO?
They figured to be one of the teams to beat.
JO's really Tad and Mips?
Yeah, he's like Tad Mips.
Why is he subscribed so many times?
Because he has a lot of Subway gift cards that he subscribed to.
He's going to test the coverage
It
here.
was hilarious when he had a sub train going. Is that you?
That's Odell Jacko. It's Odell Jacko.
The 40-yard line.
I'm playing sharpshooter again. Playing the same guy
This
again.
guy's not going to be happy. Was he pretty good, though?
He's not bad. I could I could very well lose to him. Like,
yeah. Did you feel like you know his scheme a little bit?
Yeah, he didn't like do anything that was like.
Steven the Beast.
No, can't do that.
Steven.
I need you to stop.
Steven the Beast is a Pats fan, right? You think he wants Tom Brady or Roberto? I'll put him on Gronk.
The Browns will take the snap from the 40. Peterson up the middle. That's a nice, powerful statement as they establish
Also,
the
shout
run
out
at the beginning of this game.
You're right.
Captain Corey, once again, Conductor Club.
What's this guy's squad looking like?
Newest subs, we got Floppy Divock, he stopped by tonight. Black Phoenix. Once again, we got some new ones tonight. Make sure to get you guys in there. This guy is Finneran.
Like, I thought my team was good, and then, like, I've just been playing all these teams, and I'm just like...
You don't have Finneran or Herman Moore. Or...
Look, he's
Derek
got
Brooks.
He's got the best...
Like, are you afraid of Brian Finneran, though?
Yeah, his safeties are okay. No, I'm not. I'm not really afraid of, like, those tall receivers anymore. I'm just, like... I don't know. Like, because guys can animate now, like, it's just not...
Down coming up.
Cheer for Old Notre Dame. Follow the channel or feel great shame. Something S. Gibbs is playing this guy again. He's gonna get another victory. Cheer for Old Notre Dame. Follow the channel or feel great shame.
You're going to make a better decision, and you're going to be more accurate.
Onward to victory. Notre Dame for Fat Lightning. Fat Lightning, I'll draw you one right now.
Breaking huddle coming to the line at the 42.
Lightning needs a stick.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down.
People all over the world.
Peterson's going to take the handoff now.
I don't know if we'll have any Notre Dame guys because they even put a guy in the pros in the
Frustrated by
last
that
30
play.
years.
I think he calls the right play, but what happens to run, loses yards, that's just a bad job by the offense.
We got some Notre Dame jokes, but they're not
On
safe.
the play. Playing press coverage to the outside.
Jerome Bettis going one. No.
Quarters formation here for the defense.
Joe Montana go. No.
Good.
That's
amazing touch pass.
Nice
I mean,
touch
that's
pass.
just a beautiful,
Nice
beautiful
touch
touch
pass.
pass. 3 cheers for Old Notre Dame.
The line of scrimmage is the 26-yard line.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up.
No Notre Damers. No Golden Domers.
I sat on that run like a boss. With the num sack lunch sandwich.
So once again, S-Gibbs using Brown's offense, Pat's defense. Pretty nice. Golden Tate's a Golden Domer.
New thing I love doing? Bar.
Golden Tate actually almost got a item because he got the Football Outsiders card. He almost got a caboose. He almost got a cart, a train cart.
Just 33 yards to go to the end zone.
Looks like they're in press coverage here.
Don't touch that button. Time that man out. Thank you.
Shannon Sharp has the catch.
40. That's Shannon Sharp.
That was awkward.
Now look at all these great tight ends in the NFL now. Makes me think of the NBA.
Anybody watch? I watched the Ohio State V Tech game. It's pretty sweet.
They want to be pass catchers, and they're good at it.
Dibs, I kind of read your question once, man. Can't spam it. Por favor. Daryl Smith, I would sell if he was worth anything. Depending on what you have as a backup plan, he's fine. He's average. He's decent.
I didn't get wide, and then I paid price.
Nice job that time by the offense.
Dibs wants Atwater, yes.
The red zone, and it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm because you got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
The offense heads to the
Road sodas
for the 7th play of the drive.
Superman, yes. Subscribers will be added, indeed. So this is his first drive of the game. Good D. So once again, S. Gibbs started with the ball in the first game. Went down, scored 7-0. 7-7. 14-7 before the half, and then you got to stop, and then I think you quit. He also ran Wildcat, like a silly goose. Now he's got the ball. He's got a chance here to go up at least 3-0. We'll see what happens. He's in the empty Falcon type set here. Empty Saint, empty Giant. He's got a sling. He's got a run. S gives him a put down the right stick. Get that.
It's into the bar, baby.
So if you're watching this tomorrow on YouTube, you want to review that play right there. Notice the QB spy. You'll hear S. Gibbs click on the right stick. That sends the spy after the quarterback, which happened, and then Gibbs did a good job clicking on and then dive tackling at Jameis Winston to get the sack. 3rd and goal. Strong close. Gibbs gets stuck on J.J. Watt. Clicks down. Once again, you'll hear the sound of the click. Anthony Barr now has 2 sacks. 4th and goal from the 18.
Favorite spy.
Huge.
91 chat.
I can't explain how important that is. For the coin up, I'm probably going to go with the one that says Eli Manning's going to throw a pick, because we'll probably win the game if I throw 5 touchdowns, like 1 pick that his receiver tipped. It wasn't his fault. That's my answer.
It just feels good.
Once again, we have an Xbox One copy on the giveaway coming in tonight. I hope you are following the Instagram. Could go there. Could go to SubHype. We appreciate you guys if you would wish Clint a happy birthday. Let him know that he's a sim bro. Send him our wishes from the Madden Tips community, guys.
3 cheers for Notre Dame.
Hopefully you're all ready to watch some NFL action. It will be fun.
Jamal Charles has the catch.
Jamal Charles. How do you feel about your early drive?
I go, when I play zone, I play.
The running back goes in motion. 1st down and 10.
There we go.
Nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that.
Oh, still your feet.
That's a tackle right near the 48.
3 cheers for Notre Dame.
They know their linebackers inside running towards them because they're watching the quarterback's eyes.
Cunningham's 3 for 3 with that good.
All right, 1st and 10 here. 2 minutes, little over 2 and change left in the hat. Shrug sack, run, slide.
And now he'll slide.
Little lucky, but you take it.
There. Why would I not take it?
Good job that time by the quarterback sliding before he takes the hit. Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
It's 0 for 2 on that route right there.
Yeah, that's right.
I know it's a good one, but you're 0 for 2. It's okay.
That's right.
It's okay. It happens. It happens.
Especially these receivers, they're so aggressive, so athletic. They go all out for every catch. That time he just lets it all go. Not able to make the catch, but I'll give him an A for effort.
And it's swatted away.
Sometimes on 3rd and long.
3rd and 10 coming up.
I like the fact that you can blitz.
See what he goes with here. Guys, reminder to press that little follow button in the bottom left-hand corner. Would appreciate it. As we go live on this channel, you will be notified so you don't miss any action. Once again, working on bringing in the best opponents we can find in the community for your viewing pleasure. Let us know who you want to see as well, and always feel free to tweet me your questions at Madden Bible.
Mental pretzel.
Mental pretzel. 2 minute warning.
That's mental pretzel. That's next level.
Here in the 2nd quarter.
Next level.
Not bad. Not the bad. Brandon Cooks, very good.
Brandon Cooks is a very good ball player.
Thank you, Bayet. CJ2K. I like it. I like not and I like not cutting back into the outside. You would have easily got to the 1 there, regardless of if you got in. I mean, that's a big question, right? Like, if that's anybody a little bit slower, you probably don't score there. You know
Right. That's why he's the best athlete.
Question from D. Theo. What defensive formation does your eGuide cover? It covers the Patriots Playbook. It covers nickel 3-3-5 odd, which is a new formation. 3-4 odd, which is in 20 playbooks. Big down 1-4-6 for man. And one other play from there. It also has a setup for 4-3, but it's not a 4-3 playbook, even though the pass is the only one with both. It's not. It's more of a 3-4 and nickel.
So the defense is feeling good about the fact that they stopped that momentum by the offense and made them kick that field goal.
See, I don't like that juke back in. I think he had you. But that's okay. I mean, that's good for you. And you have been a little you've been a little like tackle happy, but you did a good job there. Knowing like Kendricks was kind of one of your last reinforcements, just kind of meeting into the spot. You gave up a lot of yards, but that's okay because you're still alive, especially with the way the clock is. So, this guy's doing some good passes, 2nd and inches. Minute 26. You're still okay. I mean, if you hold him to a field goal here, you're still at 7-6 and you get ball. No matter what, 10-7, you get ball. You still have 3 timeouts if he does end up getting down, but I wouldn't force the hot issue yet. No.
The line of scrimmage, the 35. This play set up by the long gainer.
Junecab, I will archive this video on YouTube. Twitch has not been letting me like cut up the YouTube highlights as like tight as I want. I try and just cut out clips, but it puts the whole video, and then it's like, you've already done this. So hopefully it will work better this week. But yeah. Hit sticks, captain sets. We were talking about that in the Brain Trust. I believe it was Adrobs that broke down like a full Excel file before he even does a set. He figures out the cost. Obviously figures out if the bonus is going to be worth. You get a 15K bonus plus the player. Right now, there's some gold players like Henry Hinoski who are making the sets cost more. There's a lot of like 73, 74 gold items that are going for like 60, 70K. So you want to look out for those guys. You want to don't put guys in your sets until you know. Good cut. Good job by.
That was a great cut by him.
Good job by you getting wide. Good job by him going back inside. Good. That's what makes a strong power, and it's not that good, but like that's what makes a run where you can go inside or outside good. That's why you don't hold turbo when you're running the ball until you pick your hole. See there, he takes it outside.
Like I'll keep running.
He's still a little slow and a little tick-tock.
But keep running the ball. Fine. Like, what you doing?
I mean, he seems to be playing for 3 unless he's got to play, but if I'm you, I just cover the end zone because he's going to run out of time. But he's got to throw the end zone here.
Winston's on the move.
Pick, stay in bounds.
Come on, Jamie Collins.
Cost 3 points.
Henry set now to attempt the field goal.
Jamie Collins.
Put 3 on the board. That'll bring us to the end of the first half here in New England on the outskirts.
Jamie Collins, all right. So you're still up 7-6. You got ball. He did do better. He's done a better job defending you like every possession a little bit. Like
I've only had the ball once.
Right. But as these games have gone on, you're playing this guy once again twice in a row, which makes it unique.
Cooks running this one out. And they crash into him, ending the return at the 20-yard line. The Patriots offense takes the field. Let's see if this momentum can carry.
Mrs. Madden was so I went to Target to get popsicle sticks, and they didn't have any. So Mrs. Madden has been in the kitchen eating popsicles for the last 10 hours. She ate 100 popsicles, and now we got enough sticks to get subs. So that's good.
Thanks, Mrs. B.
Alright, here we go. Once again, Cleveland Offensive Playbook. Pat's D, A button, wide open. Brandon Cooks, rat catch, script shot. No way. Yeah. Wow. No. Wow. Who's 21? Patrick Peterson's great pass.
I love that picture.
It's a risky defense. Your guy did get rubbed into a little bit. I think he would have. If I was fully need it, yeah. But I mean, it's still pretty good.
I get Brandon Cooks.
B money needs a new quarterback. Cam Newton's not cutting anymore. Should I go for the Styles Romo or just buy one that has 130K? I just buy it. Like, I don't think it costs that much. I also have no idea about prices. But I would just buy it. And then do the Romo if you want. You could also maybe get the 90 Winston. I think he's more, though.
Do the stanky leg.
Second and goal at the 1.
See, that's why you take one. Like, that didn't even really look like it was there, but it's still worth it.
Oh, I did that.
Do you ever consider going for 2 right there to put the game out 2 scores?
No, because I'm up 8. Like, if I was up another score, yes, absolutely. But because I want to be up 8, because then like he has to go for 2, and if he doesn't get it, he loses. Does that make sense? Like if he went for a touchdown and then went for 2, and I went for 7, he'd win. So that's like that's why I think that. If I had a field goal here, if I had additional field goal there, yes, I'd try to make it.
4. And I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way
the
to
math
get
has
this
to make
offense
sense.
going, Phil.
Absolutely, that's what you want to do.
No, he doesn't have an answer for cover 2 man. Like,
they have many plays that we call drive starters.
Tough, man. We talked a lot about it. Once again, I have a video up about beating man, talking about unbumpable routes, talking about why cover 3 was so popular last year and why 2-man under is more popular this year. You can check that out on Muthead. The videos on YouTube. Enjoy.
Adrian Peterson takes the football.
How's AP from for you?
And the first down is picked up.
The Browns did a good job that time picking up the first down.
A little
Let's look
move
at the situation. You're behind the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and you get enough of them. What does
Big Dan, I do.
How many guys am I rushing?
It leads to a score.
Adrian Peterson is in the backfield. Surveys.
Rushing 4 minutes.
I know why.
Second and 10.
Second and 10 here. 14-6 S. Gibbs. Once again, guys, feel free to tweet me at Madden Bible your questions from time to time. We did hit up some of these topics on the left side of the screen earlier tonight. Great user, great user, great user, great user. I like what S. Gibbs did there. He clicked the button to send the QB spy, and he was going to get picked up, so you knew what your user you had to kind of get and fill in, and he kind of knew it. It's kind of like you guys are basically dancing right now, which is cool. Drew Friday, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. If you missed a little bit earlier, nice conversion on 3rd and 10.
I can live with that. I can live with that.
Good patience. Drew Friday, we've got a sub train, so we've got a caboose for new subs. We've got a conductor. Everyone else gets a popsicle stick, and you have one, and it will go on to
first down at the 42.
I think play action fake. Great user.
Pocket and tuck it under.
Okay. Trufant. T.Y.?
Nope. Beckham.
Also, Odell Beckham's a good player.
One-on-one. One-on-one. No, my safety wasn't there. That's fine.
Did you just not get there? I feel like you...
No, it just, they were an awkward spot in the field. Like, they weren't where I needed them to be.
Shout out to Sugar Seam.
But the thing is, I can't get mad about that. I'm not going to get mad about that.
J.J. Watt.
To the outside.
I'm not going to get mad about that because I want him to do that.
Right.
I want him to just chuck it deep and pray. Like, all right, he got one. Good for him. Long term, terrible strategy in my opinion.
Right. And that Odell Beckham might turn into a pumpkin because that's just a playmaker pack.
Yeah, he might turn into a pump.
To a pumpkin. This is the second MUT game of the night. 2K King. S. Gibbs actually ended up playing this guy in the first game and the second game. He quit out of the first game. Tight game here in the second one. His opponent goes for 2, gets it 14-14. Gibbs coming back to the shotgun. His opponent playing a lot of cover 0 man-to-man blitzing. Nice. Julio Jones there on the reception across the middle. Gibbs motioning out the halfback on the slant to beat some of that man. Obviously, his opponent didn't play man there. Good patience by Gibbs. This potentially a cover 1 blitz, but we don't know what it's going to be. But Jamal Charles could essentially screen pass. Oh, wow. Yeah, Chris Johnson's fast, man. That's a Chris Johnson flashback. Right there. Probably a top 5 item in the game right now. That's also one of my thoughts, Ebert. It's one of my thoughts about the subs as well.
Second down, 4 to go.
So Gibbs right there got that cover 0, pinch bug 0 man look we were looking about. Had the halfback open on the slant, but Randall corn on the cob with a bad throw. Tough to see. 3rd and 4. His opponent sends a blitz from the flat. Gibbs checks down and trucks with Chris Johnson over Pat Pete. And now first down. I would take this to the 4th.
Overrated stat in games many times. But one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this, and pick up those first downs and keep it going.
Cunningham's completion percentage 70% on the day. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. He'll throw it over the middle.
Nice little slant to Brandon Cooks. A little drag with Gronk on a slant. Picks up a blocker, and now he's down to 26 with 4 minutes to go. Once again, I would not have ran a play there, but Gibbs had a good one called and worked to his favor. I think he's too close in the red zone now to run the clock out the rest of the game, which is what I was thinking. Mr. Ballgame, there is no winner's kit this year. There is an eGuide bundle, which is a little bit different. You can check that out on premiumgames.com. There's actually a link below with a code to get a deal on that. What draft champion set would I complete, Drew? I just did the 10 badges. I'm not going to go after 100, even though I had a lot of fun with draft champs. And I'll use it from time to time to look at new cards. Wow, Charles with the rack. Guys, notice holding X, how fast he cut a field normally last year. That's I just don't feel like I'll make it to 100 in a reasonable amount of time that those cards would still be worth something. But I would probably have done Pat Pete. Tebow to troll, but Pat Pete. Wow. So his opponent did a really good job. Wow. Chris Johnson breaks to the edge. Touchdown. His opponent did a really good job getting wide there. Gibbs now ran that play in the red zone a couple times. But Chris Johnson, I don't know if you were holding turbo or not holding turbo, but
I
did just
laid
a
off.
smooth
I laid off and cut
right there, cut in, got a broken tackle, and that was pretty nice right there.
So this is where, hopefully he goes back to that same strategy of where he's chucking it deep, and he's like, oh, Odell Beckham's going to save me, and hopefully we get a pick.
All right. S. Gibbs calling his shot here on This Week in Madden. Guys, show 161. We've literally done that many shows. That's a real number. 6 years ago, started this thing. If you Google This Week in Madden episode 1, you'll laugh your face off because it's pitch black in my parents' basement.
It is, okay, step one.
Anthony Barr. Anthony Barr.
Barr is the best spy on the best spy in the game so far.
And he's given
Great value.
to make that count.
That item.
Second down.
Absolutely. Here we go. 2nd and 10. Once again, he's a legend at tight end.
Gets the handle here.
Oh God. I passed him.
The Browns just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial.
Ben Hove in the Conductors Club, chilling in the bottom left-hand corner there. Ben Hove and Jazz fan.
Here's what that's going to tell me, though. That's going to tell me that he's going to run it again.
And assuming that's going to work just as good, but you didn't run too much.
It's fine. But he's like, oh, I can run right now. Which, that's fine. He can think that. And he got another 10 yards. But all I need is that one play to stop here. One play. Come on.
Abe41X, you can check it out. It's on youtube.com/Leafars. Just got to go back to like the beginning of the channel. For Twin One.
He wants to take advantage of.
Oh wow. Now. Nice.
You got to try and click on it at the last second, try and dive tackle.
Yeah, so you get one more depth, and also,
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. The Browns come to the line of scrimmage and empty out the backfield. Everyone split out wide. Watt takes it.
Jay,
Watt getting in 3rd and 19 here, excuse me. Thinking gas or no?
This is where I don't want too much time in the pocket.
So we're looking for defensive pressure here. 2-minute warning. If Gibbs gets a sack, it's going to be 4th and really unmanageable. Even if he gives it the flat, 4th and 10, you take your chances. He's going to try and force the ball out of his opponent's hands right now. He's going with a tight set. And
it needs to make one last stop to end it.
Oh, no.
That's been the story of this game.
So right there,
my linebacker didn't get him out wide, so he was off the right edge.
Jim, when you get inside the other team's red zone, inside the 20-yard line, and you're down some points, you're thinking touchdown in these situations.
Guy fades away. The guy fades away.
Is that the left stick one? I thought I switched this one to the left stick one. You got issues with controllers. Ant-Man to manually press, you click on the right stick, and or you hold down RB in front of what you got your manually press, especially the tight end. That is. I love that I love that he tried not to score right there.
Well, that score ties the game up.
That's a tough pill.
I wonder what AP this is.
Probably the elite AP.
I mean, there's two. I don't know how much better the 90 is than the 88.
I had that guy dead to rights.
You have 3 guys there.
Dead
and the other 2 guys gave up because they were like, wow, this is over. 21 up, you scored on all your drives today. So, just need to get a field goal once again. That's why I would have not ran a play. Total difference, and nobody's right, nobody's wrong. It's just an opinion piece. And now we just got to make.
I would have had less time to come back here.
Everything would have been different. Everything would have been different. Once again, guys.
When you have that going for you, keep the defense guessing at what you're going to do. So I think it's very important to stay aggressive in this situation.
The Patriots continue to pass the football when they have.
Reminder, guys, hit the little heart button, the little follow. We just approaching 21,000 followers. Appreciate everything you guys do for the channel. Not possible. Let's see if he goes with that man-to-man cover 0. He does not.
Jamal Charles has the catch.
And Jamal Charles takes a hit stick, but stays in bounds, which is good. I would chew clock and just call play immediately because he's not calling timeout. And you're already in for range. You want to get this thing down.
Quarterback had time. Throws it down the field for another completion.
The Patriots will take the snap from the 35.
RB.
McVay's the one who made the big stop. The Browns will, of course, call the timeout.
Philosophical.
Stop the clock. Set up now.
Tossing the answer, but he also wanted a quick play. Correct.
The Patriots line up, split backfield. 2nd down and 11. High
2nd and 11, stays in formation. I don't know what his field goal range is. He also has a broken right stick controller, so that makes things very
That's the best part. It's just comical that you're a professional gamer and you don't have a stick.
Cunningham's going to take the snap from the shotgun.
Get out of bounds if you can. Get out of bounds. I would. Don't score. Don't score. Oh, don't dive. Just go out of bounds and then kneel it. He has no. He just. No.
What?
No. Nothing you did right there was the correct maneuver.
No?
Yes. You did. No, that is completely wrong. I'm sorry. You need to go out of bounds there.
Why?
When you dive in this game, you fumble.
Oh.
It's not a thing. It's a thing.
Did it work?
If you had fumbled there, you would have been mad though.
Did it work?
You would have been like, I can't believe I fumbled.
Did it work?
Oh, you can't believe when you dive, you fumble?
Did it work?
Because it happens all the time.
Did it work?
You run out of bounds. He only has one timeout.
Did it work?
You don't take a hit.
Did it work?
You kneel it twice.
Did it work?
Game over.
Did it work?
No, your opponent quit twice on you. You still haven't beat him.
Did it work?
Sloppy. Sloppy clock man.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. It's sloppy. That's sloppy. Yeah.
You know you dive when you sometimes fumble.
You sometimes fumble. Yeah.
And like you laid out.
I tried to finesse dive, like the fall over, like collapse.
Just tap X.
Yeah. I get a seasoned veteran for that. Let's go. 4 seconds left. The guy quits. Yeah. It's the type of ball player we were dealing with. Do I get a...
Close?
One more game to clinch a first-round bye. That'll do it, though.
All right, folks. Had a blast with you boys tonight. Once again, appreciate all the sub-hype going on in the chat tonight. If you're new, make sure to keep an eye out for an email, I would say tomorrow, with MStack's 15-minute scheme on the Vikings playbook, shakes, man coverage, beating plays. We're going to get you guys sticks set up in the
Captain Corey
thing here. Put them in the carts.
Waka,
We're going to
Flocka,
give away an
Judas,
Xbox One copy
Enter
of the
Design,
game right now.
Doc Holliday, Blue Star, VCD.
I'm going to post the link
Flash McQueen,
on Instagram for the giveaway.
Corky.
So I've posted the thing in there about 100 times.
Civil Carnage.
Before 11 o'clock, I'll post Instagram.
Neutron. Not Fuller. Sheptimus Prime. Pa Bear Halas. X Dibs.
Follow the channel on Instagram. I'm going to
Rob Lowe.
Post the code on there.
D-Slants.
Before 11 o'clock.
854 sale.
YouTube people,
First
sorry.
Lives.
I love you anyway.
June Cab.
You want to do your best explaining the FanDuel thing for Sunday?
Yeah, we're gonna play Madden all day long while the games are going on.
12 to 8.
So here's the idea. Here's the whole purpose. You're gonna be watching the games. We're assuming that you probably are playing Madden while you're watching the games. Tweeting, hanging out, and you're gonna. It's like one of those things where you have Madden on in the background, like your practice mode, maybe a couple games. Well, we're gonna stream. We're gonna do the same thing. So come hang out with us. So you're not watching games alone. Hang with us. Hang with people in the chat. And we're gonna do a couple FanDuel lineups.
Indeed.
So
yeah, from noon to 1, I'm gonna set up some FanDuel leagues.
Yep.
I'll do a couple free ones, a couple $5 ones.
Yep.
I would like to eventually figure out a way to give away this Odell Beckham helmet.
We should give it away to someone in the caboose.
Not tonight.
Not tonight, but like
in
someone.
General,
yeah.
I'd also like to give away. People participate week to week in FanDuel, so make sure to follow the channel.
The D Dylon.
There will be guacamole. That's a fact.
D Dylon.
So
he subbed. Did he really sub?
Did we get subbed?
Yeah, he's there. I'll write him down. D Dylon.
Let's do it.
D Dylon 8.
Let's see.
D Dylon.
I'm going to put him in the Facebook group. Guys, reminder, I'm about to give away an Xbox One copy of the game on my Instagram. So before 11 p.m. So within the next 45 minutes. So follow the Instagram page. That would be one of the smartest things you can do. Once again, YouTube/CFarls, where you guys can watch the archive tomorrow. Go back over the tips. Kind of go more in depth about everything we talked about. And that is the show for tonight. Once again, shout out to Ez Gibbs coming through on a busy night for him, but quite an enjoyable episode. 2 wins right there. All right, dudes.
Yeah, of course old subs get love.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. All right. Stay tuned for the Xbox One copy, guys. Signing out. We'll see you later.
Lock up.
Peace.